breakfast and welcome to the Last Three Rows of Horror podcast. Mike here with
Big Sal. That's right, I'm back. I'm back.
Sam Semino, and I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I don't
what the hell am I
belong
doing here?
I don't belong here.
We're
Sal
going to weigh
is
in
back.
on some new releases today.
Yeah.
That's from Heretic. We're going to be covering that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Hugh Grant is great.
I didn't see that. I'm not a Hugh Grant fan, man. I don't
This-
know if
Great.
my stomach
This is really different.
I'm a weirdo.
Yeah. As we could tell, my nephew had special stuff he was smoking outside.
Always.
Rocking the gun.
What was it, Sammy?
That's why I got the tie-dye on.
Sammy, what was it? What flavor was that?
You ready to go to a fish show?
Blueberry Clementine.
Blueberry Clementine. Yeah.
How about some blackberry
Yeah.
smoke?
That's right. I like the heavy indicas.
I think my best friend, she does that. I think she does blueberry Clementine.
So we are back. Sal is back for this one, folks.
Back
And
in
this,
black.
this is a continuation, part 2 of what we've been watching lately. Last episode, we been talking about movies that we've seen probably since, I guess August, September through December, which is now. So we're catching up on a couple of things on what we've been watching lately. We left off with the Joker sequel, but before we begin and jump into this, I want to thank you all for listening to us, supporting us, downloading and streaming, and liking and subscribing us on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, and we have an email. We'd love to hear from you. Sam, what's the email?
LastTheRowsOfHorror@gmail.com. But it's probably better if you just put a comment on the
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Probably the
Please.
easiest.
Questions, comments, and concerns. I'm very concerned.
Yeah, fuck the email. Don't send us anything. I'm not saying it no more.
If you want, I will stop adding that to the show.
No, you have to. We have to be exposed. I love being exposed.
We want to hear from you.
Send us an email at LastTheRowsOfHorror@exposed.com.
You could send Sal a Christmas gift
Straight to the gorilla.
for Cleon.
Oh, my tree monkey. Oh,
Send
you dudes.
it to the Brookfield Zoo, care of fucking.
I want to thank you,
The gorilla.
dudes. I want to thank you, dudes, because my absency. You did mention my tree monkey.
Yes.
and I appreciate that, Cleon.
Your three-eyed monkey.
Oh, my tree monkey. Yeah. All right, Sammy. What are we looking at, buddy?
Okay.
All right, hold
so-
on. I know the perfect segment to get into the next thing here. There you go. Now we can segue.
So we left off the last episode talking
Now we're
about
out of Wonka land.
talking about the Joker sequel. I just have to say, and we're going to spoil the movie, but overall, I did not like it.
It was horrible.
I left the original film with the understanding that Joker, he had his cult following, his followers, his supporters, like, they're pretty much, his bad guy cronies were, like celebrating him. I thought he was free. They start out the sequel, he's in prison, and, I love Lady Gaga. I think she's beautiful. I think she's got a great voice.
Yeah.
Last one ends off with him in prison because
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah.
fantasy that he kills the shrink or whatever,
I
and
could
he
have
walks
sworn,
away.
like, at the end of the first one, like he was being pulled out of a car by like his followers.
No, that was before he got taken to asylum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, so this one, even Lady Gaga couldn't save this film.
No.
And at the ending, I was just so disappointed. I kept waiting for something to happen in the movie, like give us something like. Aren't like his Manson-like followers gonna break him out? Is Batman gonna show up? No, he just gets shanked in prison. Now, here's my question.
I think they kind of isn't that when the bomb goes off in the
In the
courtroom?
In the courtroom, yeah.
Did someone do that to break him out or just to set him
maybe
up?
an attempt or something.
That was to get him out because of all his followers on the outside. But if you guys paid attention to the guys in prison with him, they were kind of half and half with him. They thought he was nuts. They thought he was powerful, and at the same time, you're a jagoff because you're taking all our pride and what we do and how we are in prison. They were kind of right in the middle with him. But the one guy
they could tolerate him.
yeah, the one guy
Brendan
that finally,
Gleeson?
Yeah,
He's good in a lot of stuff he's in.
Oh,
guy
he was the
that-
correctional officer.
Yeah, can I spoil the ending?
Yeah.
Sure.
The guy that finished him off was his biggest follower, but when he decided not to be the Joker anymore, that pissed that dude off. And that's why
So
he shanked
is
him.
that guy going to be the criminal Joker that we're all waiting for?
I heard no.
He's the Joker that's at the end of Batman.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So he is
oh,
gonna
I
be
thought
there.
I thought it was.
Let's watch this
Oh.
trailer, yeah.
So he will be the new Joker.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
The name Fleck hit Gotham like
He's, a creepy method actor,
Yes,
this
he
guy.
is.
And he hates journalists. Like, if you listen to an interview with him, he hates doing
He
interviews.
hates being in interviews. Yeah.
I think he's just super shy.
Sensitive and shy.
So the comedian Tim Dillon worked on this movie. I guess he's in some part of it here. I forget where he was, but one of the guys in prison or something. But he was like talking about like how he was on set and like Joaquin Phoenix starts singing and he's like turns to the guy next to him. He's like, we're in a bad movie, aren't we? It's like,
Did they really say
he
me?
trashed it. Yeah,
Dude.
He fucking hates this movie. Honestly, I didn't think it was as bad as everyone said it was.
Right.
No,
just,
it was bad, Sammy.
It just wasn't. I don't know what you expected it to be. I think.
Now you know she was very rich, right, Mike?
The character?
Yeah.
Yes.
Her father was a surgeon,
Yeah.
and she got everything she ever wanted.
But so she is Harley Quinn.
She is Harley Quinn.
I have someone who needs me.
How about you, Arthur? Do you still think you're a star?
I was just disappointed.
Yeah. All the singing had to go.
That wasn't so bad. It was just I just wanted the movie to go somewhere and like
Yeah.
something big to happen.
You know what? The only part I enjoyed was when they had all the people come back and like the little midget guy.
Oh, yeah.
The girl that he pretended that he thought he was in love with.
Right.
The woman that gave him his medicine. Having those three come back and as their roles was magnificent, and this guy interviewing them.
Yeah.
But the rest of the movie sucked.
Well, I also think it kind of mimics a lot of like the first movie. Like I don't think a lot of the shit that like Lady Gaga wasn't real in a lot of the scenes that she was in. It kind of like what's the actress's name? Zazie Betts in the
Yeah.
first one.
It's all
Like
an,
which-
an illusion.
Yeah, which you find out like in this movie, like in the first one, you're not sure if he kills her at the end. Well, you find
Yeah,
out in this
yeah.
one that he doesn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. That was great when he hits
That
the
was
judge in the
awesome.
head.
That was awesome. Why did they do this? Oh my god.
Yeah, Todd Phillips directed that.
What is it about Lady Gaga?
I
Even
think
without makeup, she's magnificent. Bless you. I
Yeah.
have so much respect for her
She's
as an
gorgeous.
artist.
Did you know her first acting role, uncredited, was in The Sopranos?
Sopranos, yeah.
Was she really?
Yeah. She was like an actor before she
Oh,
ever
okay.
was a singer,
Okay.
kind of.
Okay. And she's Italian, Mike.
Yeah, Stephanie something. is her
Yeah.
name.
I can't think of her last name.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. She I mean
Star Was Born.
as-
She was
as-
graded.
Yes.
Loved
As
Star
good as
Born,
she
man.
is, she couldn't save this film.
No, neither one of them. They just wrecked it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, didn't think it was that bad. I like the ending of it at least. He just gets fucking knifed in the throat.
Yeah, but Mike, you know what
To
though?
me, it's like, okay, we all know from the past films, the comics, the TV shows, we all know Joker to be like this undying, not like a tough character, but just, he's always around. He doesn't die. He's always going to be the bad guy. And then he
Yeah.
just gets shanked in prison.
Yeah.
So that was
Lame.
the thing of it. Is this like Arthur Fleck's story is supposed to kind of be an inspiration for the
Yeah.
Joker that we all know?
So that's
you know?
that's what I'm saying. That Joker that we all know is the guy that shanked him.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
okay.
the real crazy Joker. That's
See, I thought the guy in prison.
I
from
did.
the
I did
first-
like the joke that he gets out before he stabs him. He's like, what does he's like, what does an old clown get for Christmas? And then like Arthur, like Joaquin Phoenix is like, I don't know, what does he get? And he's like, you get what you fucking deserve. Stabs him.
Yeah,
in the
that was
throat.
brutal. That was brutal. Yeah, but on that one Batman movie, Sammy, was that the Riddler that was next to him in the cell, or was that the guy that's gonna be the follow?
That was
up
the
of
Joker. That was the
Okay.
Joker. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So Joaquin Phoenix was just basically a nutty fucking guy that wanted to be somebody that he wasn't.
Yeah, the
you know?
inspiration for the
Yeah,
Joker.
The inspiration, yeah.
Like,
But you know what though? You know who I blame for this? You know who I blame for this movie? I blame Joaquin. He should have never, because you get the script. Once I would have read that script, I would have said, I'm not doing it. You can have somebody else play it. Unless he was looking for some extra cash.
It was a
blame
good
him.
choice. I
I
think it was a
blame
good
him.
casting choice.
It was he's a fantastic Joker, but as far as the script, He had to have read it first, man. I would never have accepted that. Never.
Better than Jared Leto.
I did like the backlash on this film though. Like when you read comments about it, and people are like, "This is a fuck you to all the Batman and Joker fans."
Yeah.
It's like chill the fuck out.
You know what, Mike? Jared Leto. I like that. I liked him as a Joker.
Nah.
I don't think he was as great as this guy or Heath
No.
Ledger.
I don't like Jared Leto at all.
I think
Fuck Jared Leto.
I think Heath Ledger probably was the in my eyes one of my favorite Jokers. But Joaquin Phoenix, he made him disturbing, which is awesome.
It's Jack Nicholson for me.
Yeah, is it Jack Nicholson? For you? Jack Nicholson, but that was more like a kid kind of Batman. You know,
well,
but-
Heath Ledger's it was real good. I thought.
yeah, Ledger. I thought Heath Ledger played the Joker the. I don't want to say the best, but he hit me more as the Joker more than any Joker I've seen. Even Cesar Romero,
I was gonna say,
which was this 1960s Batman guy, Joker. I'm sorry.
You know,
And-
I got these scars.
And Cesar Romero, God rest his soul, he had the greatest sinister laugh.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was his.
Right.
Because the director said, Cesar, you have to have a sinister laugh. And that was his original laugh.
Mhm.
And he's like, okay, I'll just laugh the way I always do. They filmed it and they're like, man, that's perfect.
But the best voiceover actor for all the cartoons, definitely Mark Hamill.
yeah, he's great.
Excellent job.
I didn't see any of those. I didn't see. Any
He's
of
the
those.
voice of the Joker on the animated series.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Some of those are fucked up.
Are they really violent,
Yeah,
Sammy?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you said you watched Monster Summer, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the dealio, Mikey?
Fun. Almost kind of like Stranger Things in a way. There's a decent amount of like comedic humor in there.
Yeah. Mel
Gr-
Gibson, Kevin
yeah.
James is in this.
That's
Oh,
right.
Kevin James is in that?
He has a little
Small
part.
part.
Yeah.
It's
Lorraine
great-
Bracco.
It's great to see Lorraine Bracco again. Turns out the movie right away everyone thinks in the beginning of the film like she's the witch. Turns out she actually is in this film.
Yeah.
The makeup was good. The effects. It's a fun one.
It's a witch film.
Yeah, it's not scary.
It's a kids movie.
Yeah.
but it's
Is
still,
it?
it's kind of fun. Mel Gibson had his kid kidnapped, and everybody thought that he killed the kid and buried him in his yard or something.
Carruthers property?
I've heard stories about him. Some people think he was.
You know what I want to rewatch? I think it's an underrated Mel Gibson film is Ransom.
I just
That's a good one.
rewatched that the other day.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's brutal. When
Yeah.
he boosted up to $4 million to find the guy that had the kid, that was brutal.
Gary Sinise is in
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
And Gary Sinise pretends to shoot the kid. That was brutal.
Yeah. But this movie, these kids are showing up something happens to them and they start showing up catatonic basically.
Yes.
Seriously?
And then they're
This kid.
Mel Gibson is kind of the kid that I don't know, the guy that they go to figure out what's happening. So he kind of gets part of the little kid crew, and the witch is picking
Oh,
each
the
of
kid
them
from The
off.
Sandlot.
Yeah, Patrick Renna.
It's okay. I invited him.
Easy, fella.
Yeah, the years have not been kind to that guy.
No.
More of you. I'm gonna have to dig a mass grave now.
Mel Gibson could be a creepy motherfucker when he wants to be.
Yeah.
If we sit around and do nothing, kids
I-
aren't gonna get.
It's funny. Did you notice in this, there's a part where the kid goes up to the witch's room and he looks under her door using a knife? I'm like, that's from Signs when
Yeah.
when Mel Gibson looks under and he sees the alien.
Yep.
Monsters.
Did you ever see him do Hamlet?
You guys ready?
No,
With Mel, it was good.
Let's do this.
not a big Shakespeare guy.
No. Always wanted to read Titus Andronicus.
Kids have this vacant
Don't they
look
think
in their
Shakespeare was really 3 or 4 different women or something that
I never heard that one.
was a collective that published under Shakespeare or something?
You never know.
I don't know.
See,
man.
that's another trailer that has an old song in it that's slowed down.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
about it.
Why?
Tiffany?
Well, the original was Tommy James.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I mean, Tiffany was basically the one that brought that back to life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I like Lorraine Bracco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got that sexy, raspy voice.
She was
Yeah.
good in this. The witch looked pretty cool at the end of this.
Did
though.
it?
It wasn't bad.
It was a slow burn.
Some yeah,
No.
it was kind of a slow. I mean, it's just a kids movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, but we put those on there
Good.
sometimes.
No, I'd say
Get your
good
kids
pacing.
into horror.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about Hellboy?
Oh, boy.
The Crooked Man.
Did not watch it. I just watched the trailer. I don't even know who this guy is.
This is a new Hellboy. This guy's name is Jack Kesey.
I
Kesey?
watched.
If they stuck with David from Stranger Things, David Harbour,
Yeah, he was good.
maybe I'd give it a
Mike,
shot because
Mike.
I did like that one.
But still, I mean, Ron Perlman is Hellboy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I watched probably, and I suffered 10 minutes of this, and I just turned it off.
Yeah.
It was so dry.
Yeah.
It was
That's
so
it, 10 minutes? They don't even make it out of the woods.
dude.
That didn't look good.
That was pretty
They were in
cool
the
in the
woods.
beginning.
I-
where there's a train car fight.
It was just so basic and just so
Is Abe the chameleon guy, the frog
The
lizard
frog
guy?
guy?
Is he in this?
No. I
How
don't
about-
think so.
I don't know because I only watched 10 minutes.
How about
If he
the-
was, it
I
was
don't
after
think so.
that.
The chick that shoots fire.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So this
Fuck
was
that.
released October 8th, by the way. It's an hour and 39 minutes. This is directed by Brian Tyler, who also did Crank High Voltage, Gamer, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance,
Nah.
Mom and Dad. That wasn't a bad one with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
And the TV series Happy.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, this is I don't know. It's set in the 1950s. They're set out
Yeah.
to the Appalachian
It
Mountains.
was so
yeah.
dry.
To understand it.
Yeah, they kind of lose this spider in the
Yeah.
beginning, and while they're looking for it, they discover a what'd you say? It's like a community that's like witches, basically.
Demonic entity falls under our expertise.
They're led by a sinister local demon, the Crooked Man. I thought most of the monsters in this were pretty cool, except for the Crooked Man. He looked too weird.
I don't know. If they keep making these with different actors playing Hellboy, they're gonna suck. Oh, that guy.
That was pretty cool with
Yellowstone.
yeah.
Oh,
the
Jimmy.
snake.
It's Jimmy from Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want me to squash
Squashing skin.
See, it was just so dry and generic.
Like McNolan.
Look
So,
at so in this one, the Crooked Man is sent to what is he doing? He's collecting souls for the devil. I think he's cursed to come back as a demon.
Yeah, but Hellboy's supposed to be a big buff dude. This guy fucking looks like you hit him once and he's down.
He does get his ass kicked a decent amount.
He gets
in
his
this movie.
ass kicked a lot.
But there were some good creature effects in this. I thought a lot of it was practical effects. I think
Come on, Snake, let's rattle.
Oh my god.
they got zombies that come back from the grave.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't. The script was not there at all.
You know what? I think it's not a bad movie, but I think if you were to I don't know, make this as with a different lead character, you'd be
Yeah.
like, this is a pretty cool movie.
Yeah.
This wasn't in theaters, right?
This was in theaters, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, the Crooked Man, I think he just looks like a puppet Abraham Lincoln, basically.
You know what I wish they wouldn't have done with Hellboy? I know it was in the comics. Why did they have to make one fist bigger than the other? I would have just preferred a regular two-fisted fucking demon-looking dude instead of the big rock thing and a tail. Come on.
Yeah, it's got the
Fucking
tail.
I'm taking a pass on this one.
This one takes place 40 years before Guillermo del Toro and Ron Perlman's Hellboy, by the way.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Mike, it was horrible.
I don't know. There were parts that were really cool and macabre. It was kind of some spooky atmosphere, but it
Well,
was
maybe.
kind of cheesy, over the top. There
Well,
was aspects that I didn't really like. Like I said, the Crooked Man. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I only got 10 minutes. I had to turn it off.
If David Harbour played him again, I would watch it.
I just wish we got a third movie with Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
With him and Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when you don't have the right directors and producers, forget it.
Yeah.
And I noticed every time I look, especially with Wonder Woman 2, when she was one of the producers. Oh, God. That was
1984?
horrible. 1984. It
That was
was
a bad sequel.
horrible. That first one was magnificent. And then they came out
Those
with
were
that.
awesome.
So you know what the problem is, Mikey? They just like the DC, they roll them out too fast.
Well,
you can't roll them out that fast.
You're taking a
man.
comedic actress, Kristen Wiig, to be the villain?
Yeah.
No. Fail.
Yeah.
Ultimate fail.
Yeah, that's
Immediate
I agree.
fail.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know we talked about it before, but I don't know if we really got deep into it. Terrifier 3.
I watched it again the other day, Mikey.
Yep.
Oh, I can't stop.
I've watched it since we saw it in the theater too. This came out October 11th. I think that's when we saw it, like October 12th. Yeah.
I saw it in the theater. I really enjoyed it. I like part 2 better.
I did too.
Same here.
The one thing that was a big improvement on this was the writing and the story. The gore was there. I think there was more gore in part 2.
Yeah.
But the overall,
Just
like,
that bedroom scene was so shocking.
yeah. There was some things that I didn't like about it, and I'm sure we'll cover it. But like the one thing that was confusing to me, spoiler alert, at the end, he's got some headless torso nailed to the wall. I didn't know if that was the uncle or the brother.
No, that's the uncle. That was the uncle.
So what happened to the brother? They never showed his death.
He was in a jar. That was his head in a jar.
Okay,
Yeah,
but they
he was
never
supposed to
showed
have, like,
him.
an off-screen
They never
death.
showed him dying.
Off-screen death.
They never showed him dying. They just said that's they said that's your brother right in that
That's
jar.
kind of bogus. How are you going to kill that kid off screen? Like,
Right.
I was like,
Yeah, I was disappointed in that too. But you know what though?
Which I'm thinking maybe he's not really dead. That's like
Right.
they just showed that like fucking with her, you know?
See, in Terrifier, magnificent.
I like
it
how
made its mark.
It's been established like he's, I guess, like a demon.
He's a demon, yeah.
And there's no way of killing him.
Right.
Not yet. But I like how they left the ending open for another one. And
Right.
From what I hear, Damien Leone is making one more Terrifier film, and that's good.
Yeah.
Make it a small little franchise.
Yeah.
He can go on. I think he's got
And do something else.
He's got a huge future
Yeah.
in the horror genre in front of him. They don't all have to be Terrifier movies. I think he can do well. He can do very well.
What I think they should do is, like Mike said, the first one was just all out fucking its opening and it worked. The second one, I thought the script was fantastic. The third one was just entertaining and violent. That's all I loved about it was entertaining and violent. The script wasn't there, but who fucking cares? Me personally, I want to see the gore, and he accomplished that. And he's a very disturbing character. Now,
See some of this.
as far as the fourth one coming in, I'm gonna
The Amityville horror window, by the way.
Yeah.
Serial killer since Jack the Ripper.
So they said, I think even Damien Leone has like confirmed that like in the first movie, Terrifier, Art the Clown is like a real person.
Oh.
Like, but he won't admit like, you know, like what exactly is he, like a serial killer? What was his deal before then?
Yeah.
Or which I think you're supposed to find out in the fourth one.
Okay.
But yeah, he said like in 2 and 3, he's just like becoming more and more of
Yeah.
a supernatural being.
Yeah.
Did we really need his accomplice masturbating with a piece of glass? Did we really need that?
Why not?
You know what? You know what? That was disturbing. I'm okay with that. What she did.
And this
Oh,
doesn't, again, this
God.
doesn't have like really much of a plot. Like Art the Clown is back in
Yeah.
some type of weird demonic birthing ritual.
Yeah, he's just returned.
Yeah, he just kind of follows his way back to find Lauren Lavera
Yeah.
and her brother.
Oh, Lauren Lavera.
Why would he come back here? Even if he was alive, which
It just has that weird slasher movie feel. Like, how does
Yeah.
he find her through
Yeah.
after? He was dormant for like years, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That kid's probably 20, 21, and he still sounds like he's 12.
Yeah.
Elliot Fuller. I looked up his name. Yeah.
Now, when he fell asleep in a rocking chair, he was dormant for quite a while.
Yeah.
That guy was awesome. I
That
wish
was
they would have
weird.
had him.
Daniel Roebuck is in this. Clint Howard also. Guys in
Oh,
the
yeah.
bar that he
Jericho.
fucking kills. Yeah.
Doesn't he pee on what's his name's lap?
Yeah. But yeah, like that thing said there, Art has definitely become a horror icon.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think,
big
with this.
time.
It's the new franchise.
Big time.
But I'm content if they stop making them.
Looking forward
Now-
to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
You know, David Howard Thornton's going to have a huge future ahead of him.
Yeah.
Especially with all the conventions.
Yeah. But you know what, though? It
There's
would
a
be
petition
cool.
for him to become the new Joker.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what'd be cool, Mike? After Terrifier 4 comes out, if Terrifier makes a cameo in like another kind of horror movie, that would be cool. That he don't make him the main, put him as a cameo. I think that would fucking work out awesome.
Well, he was in that Pete Davidson series, just that small cameo.
Oh yeah, he was in the rehab circle, just like
I didn't
waving
see
at him.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I've played it on here before. I think I did. So it was a couple things I saw that was pretty funny. Is like the tube with the rat or the tube.
Man.
Yeah,
When he
like
shoved it down his sister's
I
throat.
saw a thing that like David Howard Thornton said that was one thing that actually made him like physically sick when they were shooting it.
See, I would enjoy all of that shit, man. But when he blew up all them little kids,
I knew you would love that.
I told Sammy right away, why did they have like a little gym shoe rolling across the floor? That would have made it so much more funny for me. I'm sorry, dudes, but that
So
he must have taken out 10 of those little bastards.
that was great. It was just perfect timing, the editing when he opens it and it explodes.
Yep. Sal, you're a sick fuck.
You know, that and a little toy, preferably a little ball rolling across with a gym shoe. That would have made it even way better. I should have been a director in some of these movies.
So it's December 15th. We're recording this right now. This is also a Christmas movie, by the way.
Yes.
And Damien Leone said that the theme was directly influenced by All Through the House, the Tales from the Crypt movie.
yeah.
Or segment that we watched, or segment in that Tales from the Crypt.
Right.
Yeah. So moving on, we have The Apprentice.
Didn't
see this one?
Didn't see it.
This is starring Sebastian Stan, Jeremy Strong, Martin Donovan, and Maria Bakalova, who we're going to talk about her a little later on, too.
I love Maria Bakalova.
Yeah, this was released October 11th. This is 2 hours and 2 minutes. Directed by Ali Abbasi, and this was a weird fucking movie. This was it's like the 70s in New York, kind of like Donald Trump.
I won't give Trump any kind of fucking support.
No, not at all.
Fucking racist motherfucker.
Now, is this true to his life?
Yeah, it's like they said it's like directly. It was like really researched, so there's like nothing that they couldn't could say like.
I didn't know the guy that owned McDonald's was his like mentor.
Roy Cohen?
Yeah.
I don't think he's owns McDonald's.
Well,
he was like a famous lawyer. That would like.
Isn't it the same Cohen that owned McDonald's? Michael Keaton's character from the film?
I don't know. No, I don't think. No, that's
No?
a different. That's a different Roy. Yeah.
Okay.
No, this guy was like famous for like he was in like part of like the McCarthy hearings back in the 50s and 60s, and he was a real piece of shit.
Oh.
Donald Trump obviously learned everything he, from about being a snake from this motherfucker.
Is that right?
Yeah. But yeah, it's all about like what him coming up in the 70s and the 80s.
I'll tell you, the guy that's
Like-
playing him looks just like him.
I actually really don't know like his history.
Yeah, there was a thing where he was like being sued for a long time for like predatory. I don't know the exact term for it, but basically it was like he wouldn't rent to black people and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like there's even a line in this movie where he's like, I don't get it. We rent to black people. They just have to have 4 times the amount of income as everybody else. He is such a piece of shit, though. Yeah, it was
I
like,
won't even think of it.
but the whole movie, like the aesthetic of it, is like they kind of have like that like VHS feeling to it. Like it has like a VHS filter over it for most of it.
Yeah.
Not bad, but yeah, it's kind of just like 4 more years of this motherfucker. I can't believe it.
Wonderful. You know who's scary? Well, I don't know your opinion on it, but a guy who's striking fear in a lot of people's hearts is this new, I don't know if he's new, but the border czar.
Yeah, a lot of everything's creepy.
He wants to start with Chicago, and I think Mayor Johnson is fucked.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to, well, yeah, we're not going to play along at all. Even J.B. Pritzker is not like playing that shit.
Right.
It's gonna
Anyways, let's not get political here.
No.
Let's move on to the next film.
Moving on.
You know what? I just got a quick thing to say about Donald Trump. This motherfucker, because he's gay. All right. Sorry, went on a little thing there.
Now we're really getting political, aren't we?
My nephew's a little angry. For Christmas, angry Sammy.
All right. So moving on, we got Brothers. Not like that though. Not
this
Brothers.
was funny.
You know what? I don't
The
know.
Dinklage brought the
This
funny,
one was
man.
pretty funny.
I
yeah.
don't know, man.
This was funny. Josh Brolin was funny in this.
Yeah. This was released October 17th, by the way.
Did you see
pretty
this?
new.
No.
Okay, you gotta see the part with the monkey.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there's a monkey in it?
Fuck
This
yes.
was, by the way, this was written by Macon Blair. Did
No
you know that?
shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
Blue Ruin or
Oh.
yeah.
Dude, that's the best part of the film is the monkey.
Now see, he was in Nip Tuck, the little guy. He played
Dinklage.
Peter
he
Dinklage, yeah.
he played like a a caretaker for babies, and how the mother should act and interact with the baby and
Okay.
stuff like that. And he was a strange little dude.
The monkey tries to get jerked off by Josh Brolin. It's hilarious. It's a big orangutan.
I think he does.
He does.
But here, I can sell this movie to you right in this first clip right here.
So
This
funny,
first little
man.
scene. I know you'll love this.
Why is
So
it gotta be
funny.
little?
Oh yeah, Frasier.
There you go.
Frasier's great in this. Fucking Glenn Close is hilarious in this.
Throws him in the tub, Mikey.
So you're gonna watch this now?
Dude, it's funny. It is funny. You will laugh your ass off, man.
Oh, he just threw him in the tub.
The movie is like Peter Dinklage and his brother Josh Brolin and even his mother. They're all like kind of like a trash family that are
Yeah.
all like criminals. And
Yeah.
Let's do this one and split. I have to take it down.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
god! Okay.
Josh Brolin's starting to go straight, and they're
you
doing
you guys got me.
one more.
I'm gonna watch this.
Wait until you see the monkey.
I just feel like Wolfman would beat out Dracula. Wolfman's once a month. Dracula is all the time. Use your head.
Yeah, their mother is Glenn Close.
This is a new beginning.
Ooh, my
Marissa
girl,
Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
She owns the monkey.
That made me laugh so hard. Is she looks like she's this like hippie chick or whatever, and then they like go to hook up, and she's like, let me put on some music, and it's like, it's heavy metal.
Wow, Glenn Close actually looks almost kind of decent.
She wears gloves because she burned off her fingertips in order to prevent herself from being caught as a criminal.
Apologized at all. Why are you back now?
This also has Brendan Fraser in it.
Yes, yeah, he was great.
4 million.
He's like a correctional officer?
He's a
that's
correctional
trying to-
Is he
officer.
fat in
yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Terrible plan.
Okay, Mike, you convinced
Dude,
me.
it's funny.
You convinced me with this
Oh,
trailer.
the chase scene is hilarious.
Who is that, Mike? The cop.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
No. Oh my God! It doesn't even look like him.
Well, he lost.
Here comes Samuel.
He lost a lot of weight since the whale.
Look at Mike.
Yep.
Didn't land.
That's disturbing.
Oh yeah.
I caught that.
Okay.
Samuel.
What the fuck? Why is he doing that, Mike?
Because the fucking monkey gets jerked off by him.
Oh,
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Okay, dudes.
That wasn't
You
bad
hooked
at all.
me.
It was an
Funny.
enjoyable little
liked
movie.
it? You
Yeah, it's
liked
a
it?
fun little like stupid crime
I'm
movie.
telling you, the best comedies are rated R.
Dude.
The best.
He
Yeah.
threw him in that tub, Mike. Holy fuck, that was funny.
They're throwing him around a lot in this
right
movie.
there, right there, throwing a midget in the tub.
I think you're missing the letter H there, but yes, you're right.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
It's pronounced throw.
Oh yeah, he threw him in there.
He's truing him. He threw him in there.
Yeah.
Say it with me, Sal. Throw.
Throw.
Take him to the front room.
Put him in the bathroom.
Front room.
Put him in the
Put that
bathroom.
fat fuck in the bathroom.
But Mikey, whose ape was that? Marissa Tomei's?
Yes, yeah.
Why does she have an ape?
Samuel liked to get jerked off.
She's a cool chick. I don't know.
Samuel.
Yes, his name's Samuel. Funny,
You
funny
know what?
movie.
I'm gonna make some popcorn for me and Cleon, and we're gonna watch it tonight.
It was a good
There you
one.
go.
Yeah, go watch that.
He might fall in love with
but
Samuel.
But you liked it though, Mikey?
The movie's hilarious.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good one.
Is it?
Not a good one. Rippy.
Oh God! Did you watch it, Mike?
No.
It was.
I think this is also known as like Rippy the Red.
Is this
Yeah.
is this a killer kangaroo?
Yeah,
It's a zombie kangaroo.
Yeah, it's a
No.
zombie kangaroo.
The original thing for name for this title was Zombie Roo, I think, or
Zombie-Roo,
something
yeah.
like that.
This might as
Yeah.
well be like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah. Now this failed immediately, but I think the next the deer movie Rudolph, there's supposed to be a Rudolph movie where he's deranged and kills everybody. I think that one's gonna be good, but this Rippy was horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
This one comes out of Australia,
Yeah.
obviously. Directed by Ryan Coonan, who also did
Yeah.
Waterborne from 2014. I think it was like a
Yeah.
witch movie we might have covered. This is starring Tess Halbrick and Michael Bain. Weird movie for Michael Bain to show up in.
Michael Bain.
The guy from Terminator, Bean.
Michael Bain.
Michael Bean.
Okay.
But this is kind of like your
Well,
classic
see,
zombie
look at him.
movie.
Look
He's,
at him.
he's in a bunch of shit these days. His career's over.
It's been over.
People start going missing. People start getting attacked by this fucking kangaroo.
Right after Aliens, he just went down the tube.
It'll change you when you see it.
I'll never forget. I think it was Days of the Dead. He was threatening. His management was threatening to kick people out if they took pictures of him on stage.
Seriously?
Fuck off.
Bloody strong.
Like, who's gonna kick us out? Who's gonna kick me out? I don't think so.
This movie sucked ass.
They said it was a bloody roo.
There were tracks.
And he's a giant one too, Mikey. He's like 8 feet tall.
I do like the lead though. That lady who plays
Yeah,
the cop.
Yeah, she was hot.
This
Come
movie
on.
was just like there was just so many like goofy fucking stupid parts to it.
Yeah, and you could totally tell it's fake. I hate that.
Do any of you guys know, is Paul Hogan still alive?
Yes.
I think so.
Crocodile
yeah.
Dundee.
What,
Yes.
if, what if he made one
No, he's
more?
still alive. No. That guy, have you seen him?
He's too old.
I don't even think he has teeth anymore.
I think he could do one more.
Oh man. You think you could take a kangaroo on?
I don't know,
Not
dude.
even a zombie kangaroo, just a regular kangaroo.
I've seen videos of guys punching them, and
Yeah.
You got those
They
fucking
could take a
chests,
beating.
like,
Well, they also spit at you, Mike.
they spit.
Yeah.
They're not llamas.
No, but they spit at you.
If they kick you, you're
Yeah.
dead.
If they kick you, you're fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
This was horrible. I couldn't believe I watched as much as I did.
Did I skip?
I think I kind of like I dozed off in the middle of it, and I woke
I
up and
did
looked
too.
at how much was left, and it was
Yeah.
like 45 minutes. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah.
It felt like I would have been watching it for a whole
I
entire
did the
night.
exact same thing, Mike. I dozed off on it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even turn it off because it bored me so bad. And then I just said, "Fuck it, let me see how it ends."
This was I don't know. Would you say it's even fun? Like
I would
in a
even,
bad way?
I would even say it was fun in a bad way. It was just
Skip it.
Looks
It
like
was
shit.
definitely just burn it and throw on it and pee on it and shit on it and give it to Cleon and he'll take it to a fucking tall tree and drop it.
All right.
Yes.
Fucking Rippy, dude, sucked my ass.
Okay. So next movie, Woman of the Hour.
Yes.
see it, didn't see
oh
it.
my god.
This was a good one.
But her,
I gotta tell you
I
something.
think she's hilarious.
Anna Kendrick.
You know what is sexy on women? Good looking teeth. She's got the fucking most hottest, gorgeous smile. And I love her nose. I love everything about her. She's funny. She can act. She can sing.
She's that girl next door,
And now she could direct.
Mike.
Yeah, she directed this also.
Mike, she's that girl
Yeah,
next door.
absolutely.
She's very just she grips you.
She's sexy.
She is, but not all the time. Like in some of the comedies I seen her in, it's like, ooh, you're a little skinny. Eat a sandwich. Oh, that bothers me. But then in other movies,
I think she's all of like 4.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Also,
Small,
Yeah.
petite woman.
Yeah. Because when she was in that movie with what's the Australian the fat girl, now she's skinny, Pitch Perfect. Wasn't she in Pitch Perfect?
Yeah.
This girl here.
how do you know about that movie?
Unfortunately, I do.
Actually, I
been
watched
3 of
it.
those.
Actually, I watched it.
Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson. Your aunt was watching it, and I sat down, and I like Rebel Wilson. Ever since she was in oh god, what was that movie where she got the free tattoo?
She lost a lot of weight.
Oh, Pee Wee.
Train wreck. No, not train wreck. Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. When she was at
It
Rebel
was all
Wilson,
infected.
oh my god.
That was pretty
So
funny.
the guy that plays the serial killer did an awesome job.
Who is it, Mike?
Daniel
He was
Zavato.
in It Follows.
Oh, see, I hated it. Follows.
Daniel Zavato was it? No, not It Follows. Don't Breathe.
Wasn't he in It Follows?
I don't think so.
Could have sworn.
Maybe.
Mike, they're supposed to make a second one.
I hope so.
Could've been Follows
They've been
too.
talking about
It
it.
follows too. Yeah.
But you would know him. Yeah, he was the thug in Don't Breathe. Probably the easiest
which
thing
one,
to
the
remember.
main
Like the
guy?
guy with the cornrows. Yeah, that's like her boyfriend.
Oh, that
Yeah.
dude was creepy. Creepy.
Yeah,
He
so-
plays a good creep in this one.
So
See, look at her.
Yeah, Woman of the Hour is based on the Stranger Than True fiction. I'm sorry, it's basically based on a true story of Cheryl Bradshaw and Rodney Alcala, who was a serial killer.
I didn't know that until Mike told me.
Yeah, Bradshaw was a bachelorette on the hit 70s TV matchmaking show The Dating Game, and she was handsome and funny bachelor number 3, Rodney Alcala. But yeah, this basically goes into like it follows like the lead up to that TV show, like them on the TV show, and then it's kind of intercut with stuff from like the past and, you know, kind of like the true crime story of Rodney Alcala, where he's
Obviously,
he's murdering women.
Obviously, the game played a couple years, but did they get in a lot of trouble, Sammy?
I don't think so, not at all. No.
You got to see this, Sal. This one's great.
I will.
This is. They think he might have been one of the most prolific serial killers in the United States.
Seriously?
Because he was also a photographer, and he would take pictures of his victims, and they found like hundreds of thousands. I mean, not hundreds of thousands, but like thousands of pictures of women that
he admitted to probably over 100 murders, but he was only charged with like what 30.
Seriously, Mike?
Yeah,
I think so. 36 or something, maybe, or 33. Or no, you know what? I'm sorry. I think they suspect him in that many, but he was only convicted of like 5 or 6, I think.
Correct. That's right.
What?
And those are the 5 that they like cover in the movie here.
Mike, do you think he did more than what they said?
Sure.
For sure, yeah. His big thing was he liked to like strangle women and then like revive them and then strangle them again till they died and then revive them and then do that 3 or 4 times and then finally kill them. Yeah.
I've been on this show since 1968. The one thing I've learned.
He was also like this is another one of those stories where like the police really let everybody down because he was like basically like a child sex offender when he was like
what
growing up and everything like that, and he was like released back into the wild. And weird thing is he also studied film under Roman Polanski at NYU, I believe it was. Yeah,
I didn't know Roman Polanski taught.
I think it was like a guest thing or something like that. They talk about it in the movie, but that was actually, I looked it up. That was like a true thing, actually.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick.
I never heard of that, Mike, and I was a big dating game fan.
She wrote, directed, and starred in this. Pretty sure she wrote it. It was excellent.
Wow.
Cheers to Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely recommend this.
Mike.
Yeah.
All right.
And by the way, that motherfucker's dead now, Rodney Alcala.
Yes, he is. Piece of shit.
Yeah, he died in like 2021.
In prison or just
in prison? Yeah.
He was in there that long, Sammy?
Yeah, no one knows. Oh yeah, for sure. He was a serial killer.
He was in there for life.
Dudes.
And when he was on the show, he looked like a total creep.
Mike, he did.
Yeah.
When they showed him, dude.
He does a real good job, this guy, Daniel Zavato, in this movie.
Does he look pretty much like the original guy?
No, face wise, I'd say no. But I mean, just the way, like, you know, he could go from like smiling and then just drop his face like, I'm gonna kill you. You know, like the guy did it spot on, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like it takes place in like a time where like, you know, around the dating game and everything like that. Like he was kind of starting to be more unhinged, and people around him and his work were noticing that his
image just was shouting, "I hate women and I want to kill women." Like.
Dude,
this is really a story too about, I think, like underneath the surface about like believing women more. I believe because it was like there was, you know, they had the story.
What do you mean believing?
Like they had the story of the one woman in here who was like, you know, saying like, I know that guy, like he's the one, like on the dating game, like she was saying like, I know that guy, like he's the guy who went off with my friend the night when she was missing and everything. And people were like, we don't really believe you. Like, why would you? You know, that was a long time ago, lady. You know, like you couldn't remember that, or or like the woman at the very end of the movie too, the woman who like gets away from him. Yeah, that eventually leads to his capture.
They were doubting the women.
And I think
see, I hate that, Mikey.
And I think like he went on to kill like 2 more women after he was arrested for like assaulting this one woman, nearly killing her.
Oh man.
This woman was able to get away by like kind of getting on his side about things like, oh, it wasn't your fault you did that, you know.
Wow.
And, instead of like getting scared and running away. But she did eventually, but it's a weird story, very creepy story.
When they're in the parking lot and she looks at him after they went on, I think they went out for maybe like dinner or drinks. And then in the parking lot, he said something to her that just made her like right away, like, oh my God, I have to get away from this guy. As she's walking away, he says something to her. She's like, I'm never going anywhere with you. Cause they were supposed to go on a vacation together. Yeah. That was the prize. At the end of the game. They're supposed to go on like a date to like maybe a tropical island or something, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm never going anywhere with you." And then he got pissed.
I'll tell you, Sam, that's a very disturbing image with him in the shadow like that, Mike.
Yeah.
Just hovering over her like a toy, like a doll.
Great job, Anna Kendrick,
dude.
Yeah, great movie. Hats off to Anna Kendrick for this one.
So I'm sorry, Mikey. The girl right here, that's Anna
Kendrick.
Yeah.
She wrote this too?
Yep.
I think she wrote it, definitely directed it, and she's a star.
Wow.
Multi-talented.
Yes. I've seen everything she plays though. I laugh. I mean, she's
she's a funny chick.
She's funny.
She's been in some good comedies.
She's
Funny
funny,
lady.
man.
What was that one? Mike and Dave need wedding dates?
Yeah, with Aubrey Plaza.
I'm sorry, man. Everything I've seen, she's
She was good.
she's that smart ass girl that you just you have to be friends with.
So another one that I really liked was Mads. I think I told you guys to watch this one. It's a French film.
Oh.
It was like the git of this film was that it was shot in one shot.
Oh, really?
And it's actually really fucking good, actually. Yeah. It was released October 18th.
What do you mean shot in one shot?
It's an hour and 26 minutes, and it's like one camera. Boom.
Wow. One continuous shot, huh?
No.
I mean, that's what the gimmick of it is. Who knows? I mean, there's multiple ways you can hide little stuff like that, little cuts here and there.
that's
But
cool.
it does look like it was shot in one shot. Yeah.
Interesting.
This is about a teenager who stops off at his drug dealer. He like picks up some new drugs before heading off for a night of partying. On his way home, he picks up this like injured woman, and she's like infected or something. They never really tell you what it is because it's like it unfolds over 1 hour basically. But it's like this infected woman who like I don't know, she's all fucked up and bleeding, and she ends up I think she ends up bleeding all over him, and then she like kills herself or something, and then he slowly like becomes infected. Like he gets like, I don't know, they don't really say it, but they're kind of zombie-like, kind of infected. Yeah, but this is, like I said, one long tracking shot. There's a couple parts that are like fucking creepy. Like, I don't know if you've seen the movie, like the part where there's this girl is on a bike.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and this woman is like running after her, like, I'm gonna eat your face. I'm gonna eat your fucking face.
The French make crazy, trippy horror films.
Yes, they do. This one's no different either. This is a fucked up movie. Yeah, there's some creepy fucking parts.
Director
that was cool.
of them. Okay.
Okay, I gotta see this. Wow.
This was a fun one. I was not expecting to like this one. But you know what? Honestly, you can never really go wrong with a French horror movie. All of them I've seen are fucking amazing.
Now, that right there reminds me of Irreversible.
Irreversible.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a French film.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I want to say it came out in 2010, but I don't know if we've ever covered this one. Into the Void, directed by Gaspard Noé.
Yeah.
Long film, very trippy, very psychedelic, but a lot of continuous shots. Not as long as
That's the one where they're like dancers, right? Or is that no? I might be thinking of something else.
He may have made a film with dancers, but this
I
this
know
one
Into
was
the
like
Void. Yeah,
it's like this guy and his friend and his sister are in, I guess, Europe, and he's taking stuff and he starts tripping, and then like I said, the movie's very psychedelic. A lot of crazy visual effects. For a good 25 minutes, it's like being at a Pink Floyd laser light show.
Yeah,
it really is. That one was cool. Gaspard
That's a cool
Noé,
one.
good filmmaker. I think the actress' name is Paz de la Horta.
yeah.
Smoking.
Oh yeah.
Go see Into the
Sammy,
Void.
this-
And go see Mads.
Sammy, this looks pretty trippy, dude.
Check that. Yeah, when they're on the bike and the woman is behind her, all infected. Like,
Dude.
she's like wiping blood on her face as she's
Oh, wow.
like riding the
You know
motorcycle.
what, Mike? I couldn't even imagine that, man.
It's like a nightmare.
on me in the
I
back.
like movies where you sit there and you feel like I'm watching a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what this one was like. Yeah, they're like weirdly attracted to lights, but yeah, it's a little bit psychedelic.
But
but
them
not
showing
really.
that guy crawling on the floor, I don't. Ooh.
It's a weird one.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies, dude.
Yeah, go watch Mads.
Oh,
I think you
man.
can watch it. It's a Shudder film, I believe.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I
good
noticed
stuff on Shudder.
9 out of 10 Shudder movies are just awesome.
Yeah.
Just fucking. I mean, if you find a bad one, it's a rarity, man.
Plus, you got Joe Bob Briggs on there.
Yeah, it's a rarity with Shudder.
All right, so moving on. Another one I thought was fucking awesome was Smile 2.
Oh,
I know Mike didn't like it.
how could you not like it, dude?
I have to.
I love
have
this
to.
one.
I didn't like the first one. I have to give this a second try, but I watched it up until Kyle Gallner died. Then I turned it off.
Oh no, you gotta watch the rest of it.
You gotta watch the rest of it.
Okay.
Mike. Here's what you need to do: watch the first one and then watch the second one.
I probably should rewatch the
You
first one.
rewatch the first one.
To be 100% honest, I thought this was better than the first one.
This was way better than
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
one. This woman is so beautiful.
Now,
Naomi Scott.
She's in part 1?
No.
Okay.
No, this is brand new. And
She's supposed to be like a Lady Gaga type pop character.
Yeah. And Mikey, she's at a autograph signing, and her not co-star, but the guy that handles photography and everything. Here comes this little girl. How about that?
I think
little
this is
girl,
the trailer
dude?
here too. Yeah.
Watch, Mike. Go ahead, show him, Sammy.
By the way, yeah, this was directed by Parker Finn. Also stars Rosemary DeWitt.
Oh. I don't know. The
So-
smile doesn't look creepy and scary to me. It looks kind of silly and stupid.
No, wait.
From high school?
There's a lot of good. This movie has a lot of cool stuff in it.
Yeah.
Showed up. Lewis?
So yeah, this woman is her name is Sky Riley, and she's about to go on like a global pop tour, but you know she gets infected by the smile. What would you call it? A virus?
It's a virus.
Okay, yeah.
Look.
Like the Ring.
Yeah. Oh, this is brutal.
There was some brutal parts in this movie.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sky Riley, you are in the middle of a big
Oh,
tour.
look at her.
You okay?
That's her mom.
So yeah, this was in the Naomi. She's amazing in this, by the way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is a parasite.
She's just like running and crying and
Yeah.
afraid the entire movie.
Yeah.
She does an amazing job. When that creepy guy breaks into her house too.
Yeah.
That was he takes off all of his clothes and you see like his skid marked underwear there. You know what I thought of? Friday with Debo. With Debo.
Sky, pull it together
Nasty.
and get back out there. No, I will not.
This guy just made everything creepy.
How do we stop it?
We need to kill you first.
What?
See, that guy's brother got infected. That's how he knows so much.
Oh, I'm gonna.
It's a
I have
flatliner's
something.
plot.
I have something to say, but I'm gonna wait till the end of the trailer.
Look, Mike. Yeah, that little girl smiling at me, Sammy. I'm out of there.
This movie does have a couple like good little twists in it at the end too. We won't spoil those little twists, but
It's a nice shot.
Yep.
this was cool too.
That's not right, Mike.
So creepy.
That's
give it
not
another
right,
shot.
Mike.
You know what this reminds me of, or what their smile reminds me of? We've all seen A Christmas Story, right?
Yep.
When Ralphie's waiting in line to meet Santa, and he's got the annoying kid behind him, who's like,
The redheaded kid?
I like Wizard of Oz. I like
Oh,
Dorothy.
that kid, yeah.
I like Scarecrow. And they're just got this weird smile on their face, like, that's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
I've met people like that,
but-
especially at conventions.
But Mike, she did a magnificent job. A magnificent job.
I'll give this another try.
How about it, Sammy?
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah. And when you're in a place,
Honestly, I think she probably has one of the best, like, I mean, besides like Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley, like she's probably the best actress of the year.
I'd agree with that. And you know what, Mike? When you make it the way she is, and the popularity got to her, and her mother was just on her like white on rice.
So
and the mother was like a Kardashian mom, where everything's business. There is no "you're my daughter." No, it's business. I want to look like you. I want to act like you. That's how her mother was with her. That's all she cared
Would you
about.
say she's a Scream Queen final girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. But here's the thing, Mike. When you can make when they put her up for the night, you know, they always have like beautiful rooms for them, the stars to be in, right? When you make a beautiful room creepy, that's hard as fuck. I mean, normal stuff in our genre, you're in an old building, you're in an old home, you're in a cabin, or you're in the basement. They make her in her suite. She has a suite, and some weird fucking shit's going on, man. And but you have to pay attention, right, Sammy?
That part was so cool too at the end, where there's like all those different people that are like
dude.
all like they're like crawling along the walls and the
mirror.
ceiling.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll give it another try.
Dude,
I like
you
this.
have
This is
to.
I thought this was one of the better ones of the year. Like
You
I
know,
said, maybe at least top 10, definitely.
You know what, Sammy? I don't want to give away the ending, but I was hoping that other guy could help her.
I don't know, but there
really
was, you know what? It really sets up something crazy for Smile 3, though. There's a lot of people that
angered me.
Yeah.
You know, Mike, when a movie angers me, that means I loved it because it got to me.
Yeah.
But you need to watch the first and the second one tonight, Mikey.
Definitely.
It's on the to-do list.
You should also watch, if you haven't, What We Do in the Shadows. Have you guys, one of you seen this?
Never watched the show. I love the film.
I've been watching this. I haven't been at I think the season, or like the series finale is about to come out, I think either this week. I haven't watched it yet, but
okay.
Yeah, it's about to wrap up the whole series, so you can watch the entire thing.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah, it's a horror comedy. Yeah,
it's a horror comedy.
So the 6th season just started October 21st. Well, that's almost 2 months now. But this is also directed by Kyle Newacek. He's one of the directors. You know him as like maybe one of the Workaholics guys.
Oh,
yeah, Workaholics guy.
Not like the main three, but he's like the director of all their stuff.
Have you ever seen the film?
No.
Oh, funny.
It's great.
You will laugh your ass off.
This is starring Matt Berry, Natalie Demetrio, Harvey Gillen, Kevin Novak, and Mark Prosh.
Now, is this a series, Sammy, or a movie?
It's a series, yeah.
It's a series.
It's a TV show. It's on FX. And
correct me if I'm wrong. The film is from the Flight of the Concorde guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're more than welcome to it.
Yeah, they're still a big part of this. Like, they write it and direct it, I think.
Times of empire will go into a super slumber.
Happy New Year, 1996!
Woo, we forgot to wake Jerry up. Oops.
This one's on us.
So, you let me sleep for
Yeah, this one's it's a weird one. They're like, these guys are like trying to, well, that guy that wakes up is like trying to dominate the world. He's like, that was his whole motivation before he went to sleep. And then they're like, yeah, we don't really want to dominate the world.
For a lifeless vessel.
like Dr. Frankenstein.
I don't know who that is from.
He's putting salt in there.
What I'm doing is completely.
It's like fish food?
Matt Berry is so funny, just the way he like pronounces shit.
This guy here, Sammy?
No, the guy with like the longer hair, the beard. I know they're both those guys are like that, but
I need to apologize.
him.
I'm listening.
Clearly, the reason for you being so over emotional is because
He's like, come on. He pronounces everything weird. He's like, come on, you know you're my good time boy.
I must put the interests of America first.
I may have sleep hypnotized Nandor into Richard Nixon.
That guy is like a psychic vampire, so he's basically like just drains you of all your. He's basically annoying to drain you of your energy.
Energy vampire?
Yeah, he's an energy vampire.
Look, please take a break.
Dude, I'll tell you, that's a real thing.
What, Mike?
Energy vampires.
Why would I make myself another jack-off machine when I have a perfect...
Mike, look at the lenses. One's bigger than the other.
Looks.
What the fuck?
That does look funny.
Sammy, are you burning when you're watching these?
Of course, yeah, you gotta. This is a good one. Yeah, I love everything about this. Like, everything's on point from it. Like, the set pieces.
I'll tell you what, there
it's
are
a
no
good horror comedy.
There are no bad shows on FX. It really isn't.
Did you see this, Mike?
Not the series. No.
I gotta check it out.
I gotta check it out. Like I said, Matt Berry, the guy in the top center there, he's like, I think he's my favorite vampire of all time. He's just everything about it is so funny. Like,
well, is he dry, Sammy? Is that why? Is he just like dry humor?
No, he's a funny dude.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah. He was also on, I think, the original like Office or something like that.
Oh.
Like, from England.
Okay.
He's really funny. Yeah. Check that out. Check out What We Do in the Shadows.
Sammy, I like the kid with the glasses.
Harvey Gillen, yeah. His whole thing is he's like their what do you call it?
Familiar?
God damn it. He's their familiar. Yeah. But this, like, in the end of last season, he stops being their familiar because they promised to make him a vampire. And they kept promising to make him a vampire, and they never did.
I think, speaking of The Office, we all, maybe, whoever's listening, if you've ever worked in an office, or it could be any place, there are energy vampires that work with you. If you think about it, you come home from work, you're just exhausted because of that one person who won't shut the fuck up at work. That's an energy vampire.
And that would, I know exactly, I got the name.
We all picture him.
Sammy,
yeah.
I got the name in my head right now,
Yeah.
but I don't know if Mike wants me to. I don't know if Mike wants me to.
No
say
names
his name.
on the air. No names on the air.
It's funny. They show that guy like walking around, like, talking to somebody, and he'll just be talking about something, like something. So on season 6 of What We Do in the Shadows, and then they just like show him like he looks over and it's like like he's feeding off. draining people's energy. He's like signed up for all the ride shares and everything because he can make people fucking angry. But
actually,
stories
Mike,
that go nowhere.
Actually, Mike, I ran into 2 people in our business that just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
I mean, I'm sure I've been accused of it too, because I'll go on and on about something. I can tell people aren't paying attention to me.
You're very interesting, funny dude. No, you're not like that.
That's debatable.
No. I've hung around you long enough that you get into your quiet spurts. You shut down sometimes.
Yeah, but I know when people aren't paying attention to me. I'm talking out loud to someone. They're not even looking at me. I could tell they're not paying attention.
Look at Sam.
Just like Sam. What?
Look at that look right there.
Just like Sam's doing now.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man,
I gotta check this out.
You know what's the worst is when people ask you a question, they ask you to explain something, and then you start, and then right away you could tell like they're not even paying attention to you.
Yeah,
it's like, you little fucking cock smoker.
Cock smoker.
Think about it.
Yeah, it's a dick licker.
Next film, please.
It's when you. Yeah.
You know where I got that from?
What?
Clerks.
Oh. You know what? This next movie we got here. Let's start a cult. It's so funny how he said how this guy Stavros Halkias. He's a comedian, by the way, but he likes to say he's like, I'm getting slurped up.
Yeah,
slurped up.
That was so gross.
Like, me and you getting slurped up in the afterlife, bro.
That's so gross. This guy's a total slob, but he is funny, man.
This was great.
What's the dealio,
This was
Sammy?
released October 25th. It's about an hour and 30 minutes. Directed by Ben Kitnick, who was like kind of I don't know. He's part of their whole crew, but yeah, this is also starring Wes Hanley, CM Punk, Robert Kelly.
Oh yeah,
and also he just has a small part. Ethan
I'm
Suplee
sorry,
is also
Mike.
in this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike. I hate CM Punk.
You're not the only one.
Hate that motherfucker.
So it's pretty funny. They like he misses out on the long awaited. He's part of a cult, and like everybody kills himself without him.
They all drink the Kool-Aid
because he's so obnoxious that they kill themselves without him.
But the cult leader fakes his death.
Yeah.
Mike, how bad is that? You're a cult leader and you want everybody to die, but
because
you hate this guy so much you don't want him around.
What happens? It's the last night. They're all about to drink the Kool-Aid, and they're like, so we've got a cake prepared. Stavros, can you grab the cake? And he's like, can't do that. And they're like, did you eat the fucking cake? He's like, yeah, I ate the cake. Yep. And they make him go out and get a new cake.
Yep.
And they fucking kill himself when he's there.
That's bad, Mike. If you don't want somebody that you can't stand not to watch him kill himself.
I mean, you get to see all of him in this film too, which is pretty gross. But he is such a slob. He's a lovable slob.
I mean, because it sounds sick, honestly. Getting slurped up. God's watching.
What the
Me and you forever.
Forever.
Yeah, he's a really funny comedian.
Guys.
He's done Rogan's podcast, I think.
Has he?
Yeah, I think he's like a New York guy or New Jersey.
Speculate that this was a doomsday cult and have
Look at this guy laughing.
Photo. Police asked for any information regarding the red-haired man in the center.
Why aren't you dead? I did die, Chip. I was sent back to get you.
You couldn't transcend without me. We need
He's really just bullshitting. I think he just like didn't want to kill himself.
The clown guy?
Yeah. He's the leader. He was the leader of the original cult, and then they start a new cult.
No Uncle Aaron stuffing you in a sleeping bag, not letting your ass out, and you're like screaming like
help me.
There's a bunch of weird characters in this movie.
Fuck.
We're looking for.
Yeah, it's kind of a road trip movie.
Yes.
Another member.
I'm Jim Smith. Three balls, Billy. You picked up a
Oh,
hitchhiker
CM
who
Punk.
may well be a murderer. Hey guys, my name is Bo.
You know who I am?
Are you kidding me right now?
The hell is
Oh yeah.
That was so funny. Like, so they meet this woman, and he finds out it's like one of his favorite wrestlers from back in the day. He recognizes her. She's like a female wrestler, and then they like like make eyes with each other, and then it just cuts to her holding him.
Oh yeah,
like in a headlock backwards, jerking him off like this.
She's got him in a front face lock, and she's jerking him. Okay, this is the type of fat guy who can't help but his ass crack fall out, in every scene.
So it was so funny. I listened to his podcast too, and he was saying he's like, yeah, we made a major mistake, like having me run for so far to get to the clown to tackle him. So what they did was they had to
running scene.
yeah, he couldn't keep up running so that long, so they had him jog, and then they sped the footage up because he was too fat to run.
He's a funny little chubby guy.
That's not good, man. That's not good.
He's
Sammy.
such a funny dude, though. I really recommend this movie. It was it's a
That's
good,
funny.
lighthearted comedy. Well, it gets kind of serious with all the suicide shit, but I mean,
that is funny.
It's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, if
Watch
you're
it.
an
I think you
idiot-
would like this, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell just the guy with the red hair. Look at his face.
I just love the whole premise of it. They kill themselves without him.
yeah, but Mike, when Sammy told us that they had to speed him up.
Yeah, because it's funny. He's charging to tackle the clown, his former cult leader.
Oh.
But with the way he's running, he's all like,
Oh, that's funny. And then he starts to sweat a lot.
He's a big dude.
That's me.
He was on this podcast and he was like, I realized I'm so fat and out of shape that I can't post black and white photos of myself because people will think it's an in memoriam. They're like, oh fuck, what happened to Stavros?
I wonder if Anthony's heard of this guy because Anthony always listens to all these podcasts.
Probably.
I gotta find out. Look at the guy in the back, Sammy, with the glasses.
So next one, another Netflix movie we got on here was Don't Move.
You know what?
You guys watch this?
You know what? I seen it.
Don't think so.
I seen the trailer and this, and I'm like,
It's something that's been done 100 times before, like the whole cat and mouse serial killer victim thing.
I don't know if I want to see this. It might put me to sleep. What
This
do you
was
think, Mike?
I don't know anything about it.
This was released October 25th. It's about an hour and a half. It's not bad. It's directed by Brian Nito and Adam Schindler, who also did Intruders from 2015.
Doesn't she get drugged and is getting ready to just be comatose?
Yeah. She's from, I believe it's Yellowstone, too.
Is she?
Kelsey Asbel.
Oh, yeah,
she's the wife.
The wife of the
And
sheriff.
Finn
Casey's
Whitrock.
wife.
Yeah. You'll see her better in a minute here.
The native woman.
So yeah, basically
She's attractive.
she's
She's very attractive.
yeah, she's like a grieving mother, like her child fell off a cliff or something.
Oh.
And she's thinking about doing the same thing, but then this guy kind of picks her up and
drugs her.
Yeah, drugs her.
Fuck, man. How good is Yellowstone?
Oh, fucking awesome.
So yeah, he injects this substance in her that shuts down her body slowly.
Right. But she's trying to get away first.
Yeah, she forces him to crash the car, and then she flees away, floats down this river, and this guy finds her. The rest is kind of like I said.
Sam Raimi, Mikey. Sam Raimi.
I think I have that in my notes in here. I'm gonna get to a minute, but I think there was this movie might have been the one where it had it literally has 40 or 50 producers on it, and that's the name they pick out of here because everybody else is no name.
Yeah. But Mike said
I don't think he had much to do with this movie, to be honest.
I'm glad Mike told me what that's really about. Those are the investors, right,
Yeah.
Mike?
Well, yeah. Movies with multiple producers tend not to be good. When it's executive.
Yeah.
This one's not bad. Like I said, it's just not very original, but it is kind of, it's an entertaining movie for sure.
It was one of those movies that would entertain you just once, right? You just don't think about it anymore after that.
You'd probably watch it if it was on again or something, but not one of those movies you're I'm going to go home and watch that again tonight. But nowadays, I don't know. There's so much going on. You just it's a one and done, kind of a little entertaining for the night, and that's it.
Okay.
Well, if it made Netflix, Mike, you don't just make Netflix, man. If you're not good, you're not going to make Netflix.
There's a lot of shit on Netflix.
Do you know that WWE is going to Netflix next year?
What is?
Yeah.
WWE.
January.
Yep.
By the way, it said Sam Raimi is one of 17 producers.
That's too much.
17.
That's too much, man. If it's over 5, it's bad.
Yeah, but
I always thought if it was over 2, I don't like seeing. I'm that old guy that I'm used to seeing one producer.
Yeah.
A lot
Roger
of
Corman
movies-
presents.
Dude, one fucking producer. That's it. One director, one producer, one writer, one stylist, one grip,
vision.
one. That's the name
One
of my
ring
movie,
to rule
Mikey.
them all.
One.
One ring.
One.
Yeah, this one did have a cool score to it, though. Mark Corvin did it, who also did like the score to The Witch and The Lighthouse.
Yeah, love The Lighthouse. I told you that. I love The Lighthouse.
That's great.
New Robert Eggers film is coming out in Christmas.
Yeah, he didn't score it, but yeah.
You know what,
Mark
Mike?
Corvin is the one who had that nightmare box that we put on there. It's like,
yeah.
You know, Mike, they need to leave that alone.
Nosferatu?
Yeah.
No, this new one's going to be good.
You think so?
I've heard great things about it so far, yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. We all know the black and white one, Max Schreck and F.W. Murnau.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Werner Herzog film starring Klaus Kinski?
Yeah,
No,
1979.
the only one I seen was the one Willem Dafoe did.
That was Shadow of the Vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the
I
one,
didn't care for that.
The one that Herzog did was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah. So I don't know. This one could be cool. Robert Eggers, man.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know.
He hasn't made a bad film since.
No, The Northman was great.
That's right. He did Northman.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll definitely watch it, but I don't know.
I think you'll I think you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it the way the dick it tastes.
You like it?
I don't know.
You like it, Nosferatu?
So the next one we got here is Juror number 2.
Oh yeah. Yes.
This was about a guy who takes a shit in a jury box. No, I'm just I don't know why.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Directed by Clint Eastwood.
Was that me?
So this is supposed to be his last directorial film.
Yeah.
Well, anytime you see Clint Eastwood's name, you know it's going to be good.
It's good.
know it's going to be
It's good, but the ending is questionable. Ending could have been better.
What's the dealio, Mike?
Yeah. We'll spoil it. Yeah,
we'll spoil it.
after the trailer, after we learn a little bit about it, yeah.
All right, let's see.
Nicholas Hoult, great actor. The story is good. The acting's very good. Good characters. It's definitely like a twist to the film.
Big cast: Toni Collette, J.K. Simmons, Chris Messina, Kiefer Sutherland, Zoe Deutsch, Leslie Bibb, Cedric Yarborough.
Damn,
Zoe Deutsch,
guy from Reno 911.
Yeah,
do you know who Zoe Deutsch's mother is?
No,
Leah Thompson.
Really?
Shut up.
Yep.
And
From
did
Back
not
to the
know that.
Future,
And Leah looks great.
From Back to the Future?
Oh yeah.
You know she was a ballet
right.
dancer for a while?
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
But
she was a ballet
Zoe
dancer.
Deutsch, gorgeous.
So yeah, this guy's basically he gets selected for jury duty, and when he goes in and hears the case, he realizes that he's judging a man who's on trial for hit and run for the hit and run that he did like a year ago.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, the whole movie is this thing where he's kind of
He's still not 100% sure that he did it. I mean, all signs point to it.
Yeah.
But he's not sure himself.
And you seen it, Mike?
Yes, this was great.
That's fucked up, Sammy.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, yeah.
I got called for jury.
So he's like, he's kind of having this internal
Toni Collette.
struggle. Does he want to send this man to prison and like kind of clear his own?
The victim is Clint Eastwood's daughter.
Yes, Francesca Eastwood.
Yeah.
And his then girlfriend, Kendall Carter. They had a fight.
She does look like him.
And he's gonna pay for what he did.
Yeah, when they show like her dead body down there, it was fucked up.
Yeah, I say stellar acting on everybody's part, especially Toni Collette.
Yeah, this is a good movie. Yeah.
Maybe I didn't hit it there.
Kiefer Sutherland kind of plays his lawyer. So by the way, like, Nicholas Hoult and Zoe Deutsch are like about to have a baby, like kind of starting their life, and so that's where his struggle. He's like, I can't say that this guy's innocent because I killed him. I killed his wife.
He would go away.
Wow.
It was really good.
That looks pretty deep.
If this is Clint Eastwood's last directorial film, he went out like a swan song, man. This was excellent.
So so at the end of the movie, basically, like what we were about to spoil, it was Nick, I don't know, how would you say it goes? Like kind of the guy gets sent away to prison for life because Nicholas Hoult kind of like blackmails a little bit like Toni Collette, and she's like, I'll say that like your police force fucked up or whatever. You can't really, because they really only looked at this one guy ever.
She comes to find out that this juror member is the real
How does she find out?
killer. She does investigative work.
Yeah, she's a DA.
But that when she shows up at his house to confront him, movie ends. So that's why I wanted it to be like, I really wanted him to turn himself in.
So I don't know. I was like thinking about it a little bit, and I think like what they were trying to say with that is like the part in one of the lawyer that comes and sees Tony Collette is like, hope it was worth it, like sending a man to prison for life. And in the end, like her showing up there was like basically her saying like, I'm not going to be like Nicholas Holt's character and be quiet and let this man go away. Like, even if it ruins my life, I'm going to take this, I'm going to like take him to justice now and like say, listen, I fucked up. Like he's the real murderer. Like, so basically it's like Nicholas Holt's life is about to end. Basically, it does have like but when justice maybe wins,
but that's the thing. It ends before it's like, you get to that point where it's like, oh, something good's gonna happen. You don't even know because it just boom ends.
And I read that they shot it with like a bunch of different ways. Like when she opens the door, like there's cops behind her, you know, different things like that.
Now see, in my opinion,
they chose to kind of keep that ambiguous.
I fucking think that's stupid and a horrible ending, because unless there's gonna be another part made, then it's just a waste. I think that's
not really, because you kind of fill in the blanks. Yeah, it's real life. What happens, you know?
The rest of the film gives it justice, though. The rest of the film gives it justice.
Oh, I didn't say it didn't. I didn't say it didn't. But I'm saying when it ends like that, I don't know, man.
So another one I watched that was pretty fun, Doc of Chucky.
Did
you see this?
I've been meaning to watch. Now this is everybody making.
This is 5 hours of the whole Chucky, whole Chucky series.
It's all the characters and what they're thinking of the movie and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
right?
basically, it's just a little documentary about the not little, but yeah, I think it's a Shudder thing.
5 hours.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
I could watch that for 5 hours.
They cover. Yeah, a lot of people are in it. Tom Holland.
He's part of horror history.
I'd like to take credit for
One thing I didn't know is oh man, what's her name? Jessica Showalter might have been the voice of Chucky. Really? You know, like the old lady on Arrested Development or like Archer's mom.
How's that?
Huh?
How is it? Brad Dourif is the voice.
Well, there was almost a part in like production where like he might have gone and done another movie, and they were looking at her to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the building, first one's filmed in Chicago.
Jessica Walters, I'm sorry, not Showalter.
The building where they live, the apartment building, you'll remember it because the woman that was babysitting Andy, who when she get pushed out the window, the building she falls out of, that building is still there. It's called the Brewster Building. I want to say it's on Fullerton. And sure enough, they still got the old elevator in the middle that goes up into the center. Yeah, it's still there.
That's cool.
Now the girl the babysitter that was watching him is actually from the movie Grease with John Travolta.
Oh.
She played Cherry. She played the Italian girl with the big boobs.
Oh yeah,
that's her. That's her.
That's
but
funny.
dude, the first one, Mike, it still scares the shit out of me.
That's classic. That's classic.
I mean,
I like looking at, cause since we're local, I like looking at older films of Chicago to see what downtown looked like.
Street
and
I think they're filming that like on the same street in the beginning, like the toy store that he runs in. It was like Wabash, right by like the Palmer House and everything.
Yep.
That's so cool. I love that type of shit.
Yeah.
So another thing I really, really loved was Heretic.
Oh yeah.
This was great.
This was
again for me. This is definitely in the top 5 for the year.
This was great.
See, but you dudes. Did you
see this stuff?
No, I don't like Hugh Grant, man.
Don't even think about that. Like I was saying, his character. He's never played in a film like this before. He's never. I don't think he's ever done horror.
He's had a lot of weird roles.
Do you think
lately.
I like it, Mike?
I don't think he's ever done horror.
Would I like it, Mike?
Oh, yes, the fucking female leads are beautiful and they're talented. You would absolutely love this.
Okay, all right.
Sophie Thatcher, who's in what was she was in Maxine as like the makeup artist.
Oh, really?
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
Oh.
She's been in a bunch of new stuff, up and coming in the horror genre. Yeah.
All right.
And Chloe East.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal with the two little wooden dudes?
They're Mormons.
Yeah, they're Mormons. Yeah, the LDS Church.
Yes,
Latter-day Saints.
Yep.
So Topher Grace is also in this. A weird little tiny role that like shows up. Yeah,
he plays a priest.
So this is directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, who also did Haunt from 2019.
Loved Haunt.
Yeah, you love that.
Loved Haunt.
And they did 65, that film with Adam Driver, I believe it was, where he's like goes back in prehistoric times. Yeah, not bad. This was released. It's a newer one, November 8th, so it's in a month or so. It's about an hour and 51 minutes.
An hour and 51 minutes?
Hour 51, yeah.
About the Church of Jesus Christ.
So yeah, these two religious women are basically like drawn into this little like religious cat and mouse game with this strange man.
Yes. Against their will.
Yeah.
Oh, against their will?
This scene in here was like so fascinating in the very beginning.
Right away, they don't want to be there. And they're trapped.
I want to say I watched this like 3 times already. It was good. I saw it
Seriously,
in the theater, and then I saw it twice at home. One thing I noticed about that scene that's really great, where they first come into the house, is like everything, it's shot like in a way that's like, it's pretty cool. That's like very wide scenes, and then as the scene progresses, it gets closer and closer and closer.
How about the beginning of the film where she gets fucking pantsed?
Yeah.
What?
The magic underwear.
Terrible.
What?
Oh, yeah. These asshole teenagers, they pants her.
What happens if we choose the wrong door?
Yeah, Hugh Grant just has like the best facial expressions in this one.
He's a wonderful creep in this one.
The weirdest little nuances. This is a great movie to watch like a couple of times over and over.
Okay.
Because there's so many things that you really have to pay attention to this movie to really like understand the little nuances. Not really even to get it, but that there's just like little scenes that influence other scenes, or there's like little lines that you get to understand the ending about.
The one is so sweet and innocent and doesn't know the world, you know?
So basically, like, Hugh Grant is trying to convince them that there's only one true religion, and it's not Catholicism or Judaism or...
Do they say what he believes in?
Yeah, they say it at the end. Yeah.
What the fuck, Mike?
It's good.
So like I was saying, yeah, we usually like to spoil the ending after the trailer here, but...
You figured it out yet?
Keeps you thinking. Keeps you on your toes, this one.
And there has some really great comparisons to stuff too, like the Creep song.
Yes.
Which, by the way, in this movie, you get to hear it's a completely serious movie, but Hugh Grant is just a little weird. Like, you get to hear him singing the Creep song, like Radiohead's Creep. And you also get to hear him do a Jar Jar Binks impression.
Oh my God, that's right. That's right.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
You saw people gonna die?
I'm sorry. I hated Jar Jar.
Oh, don't we all?
I hated that. Was the most annoying. I didn't care for any of the new Star Wars shit.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, there was a couple things that I dug, but you know, like when they shot Hans. And you know,
you're not the only one,
dude. It just pissed me. It angered me.
So yeah, this thing just I don't know. There's a lot of like double meanings and layers in this whole movie. I would really recommend it. Yeah,
so it's deep.
I would really say you got to watch it twice to kind of really get the whole thing. You know?
Oh really?
It is.
That's why you watch it 3 times.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It does go deep. Like I said, it's like a thinking man's
you'll
movie.
get it the first time, but
you want to.
There
watch
are
it again?
little nuances and stuff like that.
Okay,
Like,
but that's what I always told Mike. In our genre, you have to fucking pay attention.
Like
you have to look for things that aren't there. Does that make sense, Mike?
Like on the surface.
But here's the problem. Some films it's easier said than done, because if they're so slow and the acting's bad, the story's bad, you don't want to pay attention. You just put it on in the background and do whatever you're doing. You go back to fucking Angry Birds on your goddamn telephone.
Mike does laundry.
Meanwhile, you're watching Thanksgiving or whatever Tubi garbage. Rippy. You're watching Rippy. And you're playing Angry Birds on your phone. You look up every now and then and go, Meh.
Is that what you do, Mike? You play Angry Birds?
Yes. Or Tetris. Or the goddamn Facebook. Get off of Facebook and start paying attention to horror films.
Mike, playing Angry Birds.
Yeah, you want to pay attention to this one.
This
Don't
one
be playing Angry Birds during this one.
No.
Yeah.
Mike wasn't playing Angry
This
Birds.
one's all about like questions and I think like personal interpretation of this film.
A question of faith.
All right.
A question of faith.
Okay.
I also, there's like, so I think like the end of this movie, I don't want to like spoil it for you, but it's like, it paints itself like it's a happy ending, but if you pay attention to lines from the beginning, it's a pretty false and dark ending. I think it doesn't
dark.
really. Yeah,
it is dark.
There's not a happy ending at all. I don't think
it's kind of hard to pinpoint.
So it gives you false hope.
For 100%, yeah. It's not what you see at the end is not reality.
It's
basically,
hard, I mean, they're very plain with the way they dress, but like it's hard to pinpoint what year this takes place.
I was going to ask because I seen her shoes. It almost looks like between 60s and 70s.
Like they're
kinda era.
devout Mormon.
I think it takes
Yeah.
place pretty recently because they have cell phones.
Oh, really?
Takes place in the
That's
current
true.
day.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Because Hugh Grant has this house that's like there's metal in the walls.
Yeah.
So like he has
There's metal in
like
the
when they
walls?
first walk in the house, he's like I just want to ask, are you okay with the metal in the walls? And they're like, okay, yeah. And then they like discover that he's a weird guy, and they're like trying to leave, and they fake a phone call.
Little by little,
Yeah.
he's revealing himself to be a bad guy, but he's letting them know the whole time, like, the longer you stay here, the more fucking doomed you're gonna be. But they don't know it.
So what you notice, like I noticed on the second watch, is that the whole beginning of the movie, the whole beginning of the movie is he's testing both of them.
He's
I'm
totally
like,
upfront with the creepiness too. He's making it known. He's still kind of concealing it, but he's to the audience. He's making it known, like, I'm gonna fucking terrorize these girls.
But see, Mike.
So basically, what this movie does too is like they introduce Sophie Thatcher as like the more
She's more street smart.
Yeah, she's the more street smart one. She's more like what's the word that you would put forth? Like she's more
tougher.
She's tougher, yeah.
But
So,
doesn't
and then what they do, like you think she is the main character of the movie, but it turns out like that is what paints her a target on her back.
But doesn't that show you and Sammy how most of the people on this earth are just so blindsided on what's going on in this planet of ours?
Awful. Well, yeah, but
I just want
kind of what this movie's about.
Sammy, I just want to shake some fucking people and say, hey.
Okay, but you can do that by telling them to watch horror films because it makes you tougher. It makes you stronger. It will desensitize you to all the lovely violence we have going on in the world today.
It'll get
especially the murder capital of the country, Chicago.
Sammy, and it'll get you sharper with Angry Birds. Mike.
Yeah, play some Angry Birds. That'll make your mind sharp.
Angry Birds.
So this movie, I don't know, like
Dude, I'm on like level 500.
Fucking, what's going on with Angry Birds?
Dude.
What fucking year is it?
Dude.
You guys need to start playing some Elden Ring, some
I
shit.
didn't even know there was an Angry Birds game.
It's still there.
Oh God, Mike, you're funny.
So what do you think, like, at the like having known it, do you think, like, I mean, without giving it away, is he more of like a cult leader or a serial killer kind of Hugh Grant?
Cult? No. Crazy serial killer? Maybe. But like,
This is a weird one. He
was prepared. He was overly prepared for them.
Oh yeah,
to come into the home with
he
the
was-
locks, the timers, the timers.
This is a real smart movie. Yeah,
He's almost like Jigsaw.
Yeah, kind of.
What the fuck?
I would really recommend Heretic. This is a good one.
Very methodical.
You have to watch this. Yeah,
dude,
it's a great movie.
That's not right, man.
All right. Well, another one I got on here that I fucking had fun with: Street Trash.
Okay.
Did you guys watch these?
This is on the list.
Oh,
yeah,
man, so
it
much
was
fun.
on the list for me. What's the dealio, Sammy?
Oh man, it's
Have
pretty
you ever
much,
seen the original?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Zell. You would crack up laughing.
I just watched that, I think, for the first time, like last year or 2 years
Oh,
ago.
the
during
original?
Halloween.
Classic.
Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah,
Classic.
both of these movies are fun as fuck. This one was released November 19th, though. It's only an hour and 25 minutes. It's out of South Africa.
Oh.
Yeah, this is directed by Ryan Kruger. Also, you might have seen his film Fried Berry. About like the weird Australian guy who like kind of gets like
Maybe.
almost like infested with an alien, I think it was, but he's like kind of a drug user. This guy makes some weird movies. You'll see that guy from Fried Berries in here.
Okay.
It's like the super skinny guy.
Oh, he wasn't here for Frankie Frico.
Oh no, that was a good one. But this is about a group of homeless misfits who must fight for survival when they discover a plot to exterminate every homeless person in the city. Like it's like an evil governor that's like trying to kill the entire.
I'm with it. I like that already.
So they like
Fried Berry.
So these people like get infected with this chemical, and then their whole body like bubbles up and fucking burn. All these colorful chemicals and shit burst out of you. And
Oh, the original's so good.
yeah, this is like a total B movie, but it just has like it's fucking fun. It has a lot of comedy in it.
What the fuck? And it just focuses on homeless people.
The original is kind of like a trauma film, but it's not trauma.
Fucking Stanley Kubrick over here. That's what that guy looked like. That guy was in Fried Berry.
What the fuck?
Lots of gore.
Yeah, this has a lot of cool death scenes in it.
Oh!
Finally ready, my China.
Yeah, that one homeless guy that was in Fried Berry, like he's all skinny and smoking crack and shit like that, and he sees like this little fucking, he has like hallucinations of this little like fucking cool being. There's an after credits scene too where he's fucking that little being in the ass. I don't know. It's a weird fucking.
Come on, that's not true.
I swear to God,
that's not true. Oh, oh, fuck!
This, you know what this reminds me of? Hobo with a Shotgun.
It's completely Hobo with a Shotgun. Yeah,
so
this is like a Grindhouse film.
I love that one. One of the best things Rutger Hauer's ever done.
Yeah, this is totally a Grindhouse film. It's really, just fucking.
Now this one I might actually watch this week.
Not the greatest acting, but it's like, yeah,
who cares?
It's just a stupid movie for.
No, see, Grindhouse movies to me are what started a lot of horror.
So since Sal's never seen either of them, would you recommend he starts with the original '80s one?
Sure, why not?
Street Trash?
Yeah. You might as well. In this one, there's not actually like it's. Not really like a direct sequel or anything like that, but they do say like
it's just a remake.
We finally like perfected the chemical from the New York outbreak or something.
Do we have both these, Sammy? Do we have the original and this one? Okay, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Yeah, Grindhouse B movie.
But see, Mikey. I'm telling you, dudes. To me, when I grew up in my era, Grindhouse movies were the beginning of. Horror for me.
Exploitation.
They were exploitation movies. I mean, just they were so natural, and they made so much sense because everything that what was being exploited on there was really happening.
Could you imagine in the 70s being in New York, what is now Tribeca, but back then it was 42nd Street, and going into those Grindhouse theaters and watching like
that'd be cool.
horror, exploitation, and kung fu, and in the theater there's fucking people fucking and fornicating and doing drugs and gangbangers killing each other and shit.
Crack.
You hear about all these crazy stories about 42nd Street. There's a guy that's kind of like a historian about it. A guy named 42nd Street Pete. And I think he's got a YouTube channel, maybe some podcasts out there. But his stories of gritty, New York 1970s 42nd Street, just wonderful to listen to.
Yeah.
Great piece of
the
American
theater,
history.
But the theater that I keep on telling you dudes that my mom took me to, it was seated for maybe 50 people. Tops.
Cool.
Tops. The old wooden chairs, Mike.
Yeah.
The old wooden chairs.
Love it.
Dude. The one popcorn vendor with the pop candy and the popcorn. One.
Mm-hmm.
One person taking the tickets at the window. One. And one guy sweeping up the floor.
That's a mom and pop theater. That sounds awesome.
Yep. And Sammy, you talk about a shit fucking neighborhood that my mom took. I mean, it was made with
all those theaters,
Dude, Mikey, it was horrible.
So for me, growing up on the southwest side of Chicago, we had Harlem Corners. That was the dollar show. And Bridgeview on maybe 79th Street, just west of Harlem. And your feet would stick to the floor.
Yes.
Because of all the fucking shit.
Yes.
You knew there were mice and rats running around in there.
Yes.
But you could put a quarter into the gumball machine and get a giant handful of sweet tarts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Takes me back.
Yep.
Met my first wife at a Harlem Corner.
What wife are you on now?
17.
Don't worry about it.
They get shipped in every month, right?
But you know what, though, Sammy? I did bypass this.
Wife in the mail.
And I didn't look at the trailer, but as soon as I seen Street Trash, I'm like, oh boy,
Street Trash. Yeah, this is right up your alley.
Yeah, you would love the original.
I'm gonna watch.
I have still yet to watch this one.
I'm gonna watch this today, man. I'm gonna watch this today.
All right. So I don't know. One I don't think you need to watch is Red One.
No. Here, can I tell you, dudes, before we even say anything, The Rock, he's done. Leave it alone. You made your 800 or whatever, how much millions he's worth.
I'll tell you what.
Stop.
If he put out a serious action film where he was like a badass Rambo type, something like that, maybe I'd watch it. But I don't want to see him in a fucking comedy ever again.
And fighting snowmen.
Yeah,
he's fighting snowmen with the polar bear.
Please, give me a fucking break.
I don't know, Sammy.
This one was released on November 15th.
Is that Chris Evans?
Yes, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons.
I love Lucy Liu.
I like J.K.
This is directed by Jake Kasdan, by the way, who directed movies like Orange County, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, Bad Teacher, Sex Tape.
Okay.
Both the Jumanji films.
I might watch it because I love Chris Evans.
It's not a bad
and
movie.
Oh, you seen it, Sammy?
Yeah.
Well, did you laugh? I mean,
there was some entertaining parts in it. Yeah.
What
really
what
funny,
about you, Mikey?
but yeah.
Did you know J.K. Simmons is the voice of the yellow M&M?
Nope.
Shut up.
That's him. Yeah.
Really?
Santa? That's him.
No shit.
Yeah. I first took
that.
notice of him while watching Oz on HBO.
You know what? You know what, Sammy? This would be a good. Would this be a good movie to watch with Dominic and Stella?
Yeah, they already watched it, I think.
Oh,
I put it on there for them, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this stars after Santa Claus is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security team, which is The Rock, must team up with a notorious hacker, which is Chris Evans, in a globe-trotting, action-packed mission to save Christmas. And it's kind of funny, like, they have to go and visit, like, Krampus, who is Santa's brother. He's this big motherfucker.
Krampusnacht.
Boyfriend's here.
So this is, I don't know, one of, like, maybe, like, 5 or 6 movies with a Krampus in it. Not really a horror, but there are some parts that are kind of scary, I would think, for, like, little kids.
Now, Mikey, didn't you tell us a while back that he worked out for Spider-Man? That's why he's so built?
J.K. Simmons?
Yes.
I wouldn't know that at all.
Yeah, he did it for Spider-Man, Sammy.
Who did he play in Spider-Man?
He was J.J. Jameson.
He's the boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, I love Lucy Liu. She's so hot.
Santa Claus has been kidnapped.
Garcia?
Oh, and Kiernan Shipka's in this as a witch.
I like her.
She plays Krampus's, like, ex-wife.
Wasn't she in Longlegs?
Yeah, she
man.
was. So this is all about her, like, she's trying to, like, punish all the people on the naughty list permanently. Like, she wants to entrap them in a snow globe and, like, keep them on
like
their...
Krampus.
yeah.
Grab a car. For what?
Sammy, who's the voice of the polar bear?
I think it's Pee Wee Herman.
No, stop it.
I'm just joking. I don't know.
I wonder if your dad's seen the big polar bear.
That is not of the natural world.
Who's that?
Krampus.
What are they doing?
They're playing crayfish slop.
It's basically slap boxing. So The Rock has to slap box Krampus.
We need to prepare for the possibility of no Christmas.
Merry Krampus, by the way.
One of the things that I thought was awesome, like at the end of this movie, though, is they show Santa Claus, and Santa Claus is basically Ant-Man. They show him he jumps down the chimney like super small, lands and gets big, and then he like runs up to the stockings, throws a bunch of little pills in there, and they all expand open. I'm like, that's genius for describing how Santa does all that shit. Gets in your house and
he's fighting snowmen on a beach.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, Mike?
I wish like Bell Schnickel would pop out and beat him to death with reeds.
Interesting. My turn.
Oh my god.
Is my face still there? Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, this is a stupid ass movie. It didn't need to be made, but it's like I say about all these. It's like kind of it's
for kids.
Yeah. Definitely is for kids.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know if I could sit through this.
I couldn't.
This movie I saw on IMDb, it says it has a lot of similarities to the MCU. Like there's like different like Krampus fighting the Christmas witch on the bridge is like Thor fighting Helena on the Bifrost Bridge. There's all this different thing like
CGI garbage, man.
Lucy Liu uses fighting rods just like the Black Widow.
I can't even call that a quality film.
Check this out. They say the North Pole looked like Wakanda.
Please.
I'm not gonna say a word to that.
It like makes it has a barrier like Wakanda had that makes it invisible.
Oh, come on.
Or they say that Krampus he has like a battle cry that sounds like the Wakanda battle cry.
Oh, wow.
You know what? This is what
I ruin Krampus for people.
Mike, this is what I tell every person I meet, that too much anything is no good, and The Rock has done. Take your money. Go enjoy life and stop making movies.
What are you talking about, dude? And the next president, if he runs, you know he's going to fucking win.
The Rock?
America likes celebrities for presidents. Look at Trump. He's a celebrity. If The Rock ran for president, just like he did in his TV show, Young Rock, you know the country would vote for him. They definitely would. It doesn't. It wouldn't even matter what his politics are.
Was he a great wrestler? Yes. Was he a fantastic entertainer for wrestling? Yes. Did he have the charisma for a few of the movies right after that? Yes. But now, like Sammy said, it's all the same shit. You want to see his muscles? Yeah, I'm a tough guy. I've got a bald head, and I want $18 million.
It's like Vin Diesel.
I mean, suck my ass.
No, if he ran for president, like I said, it doesn't matter what his politics are. People would vote for him.
Yeah, he's done, man. He's done. To me, he's just making more money doing stupid movies.
You know what? The Rock.
Suck your own dick.
There you go. Moving along, Elevation is our next movie.
Yeah.
You watched this, right, both of you guys?
I seen it.
All right.
You know what? It was.
Anthony Mackie's okay.
It was good. It was
Morena
good.
Baccarin.
It was good, but it was so slow.
It's a little slow.
It was so slow. But anyway.
This was directed by the same guy. I think his name is Giorgio Malfi. He directed The Adjustment Bureau, if you remember that movie with like Matt Damon, Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
The world we knew disappeared overnight.
See, I like this kid.
Yeah, this is about a father who has like a single father who has like a kid who has asthma, and he's running out of his
the tubes,
his medicine.
Tubes,
yeah, so he has to go find him.
Yeah.
Only problem is, it's like the world is dead basically from like this. What they say that it came out of the ground. These creatures and.
Well, there is a twist ending.
And they could only go up to a certain amount of the range of.
I don't know why they stopped at 8,000 feet or something.
Because they can't breathe.
Yeah,
they can't breathe past that.
But like exactly 80,000 feet.
Yes.
That was some bullshit.
Now here's
the kid literally goes over the line and it stops.
Now here's the thing that pissed me off was nothing can hurt these dudes. And the one and her, she was trying to figure out a way.
You come to find out that
medically,
they are
do.
penetrable.
Yeah, they are penetrable. But
the twist ending, though, I mean, it's kind of neat. The twist ending leaves it open for more of them to be made.
Yeah. I just wish they would have showed them more.
Yeah, I don't know. This really wasn't. I don't know. It was just missing something there for me.
It's different.
Wasn't super into it. I liked her though.
I was pissed that she. I could wreck it. Right? I could tell you what.
Sure. Yeah.
I was pissed that she died pretty quick.
Yeah.
She died pretty quick, and that pissed me off.
One day we're gonna.
So yeah, spoiler alert: it's man-made monsters. The robots. They're machines. They are not creatures.
Man-made.
We're gonna have to fight them eventually.
Am I right?
Yeah, I remember that.
When they were on the ski lift.
That was a pretty cool.
And that was
thing.
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I dug that.
I thought that was Florence Pugh for a minute.
And him knowing
Does almost look like her. I think her name is Maddie Collins.
And Sammy, him knowing all the tunnels because he worked there was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because there was some tunnels that weren't marked off that those guys could get into, those monsters.
Yeah.
Elevation.
I mean,
there's been worse movies definitely on this list.
Yeah. I mean,
just okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you dudes. I dozed off for about 10 minutes of it though.
So did I.
It was just
you are forgiven.
A little bit towards like 3/4 of the end of the movie.
It's just okay. Let's see how they kill these dudes.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, how do you think Kraven the Hunter would kill that ass?
Yeah. Now
Mike saw this. Yeah.
Now Mike, this is the guy grown up. You said? Did I hear you right? From Badass?
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass?
This is the actor that played Kick-Ass.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I can't believe that. Look at this dude, man.
Guy's in tremendous shape.
This was just released December 12th on last week.
Yeah.
You went to see this with John?
No. I'm not a Marvel guy.
I know you're not.
But this one, I mean, I remember this is the preview was probably came out either early this year or last year, but there was a delay of it coming out because I think something going on with Russell Crowe. Like he's fat in this movie, and
that's actually what happened with Red 1. Is like that was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
Oh, no kidding.
But The Rock was like a fucking piece of shit, I guess. Like that's the movie they were talking about where he would like show up late, not show up at all. He was like pissing in water bottles.
Crowe said he was pissed. He had enough of fat. Get thin, work out, get fit. Yeah. He had it, and
he just wants to play fat priest now.
And supposedly he's a fucking asshole.
I mean,
big drinker.
I'm not familiar with this Marvel character at all, but
I never heard of him.
As soon as I seen the trailer the first time, I was like, "Ooh, this is like violent and bloody." I'm like, "I'm in."
He's almost like a Wolverine dude, right? I mean, he can't die, right? I mean,
Yes,
can
he
die?
can. Yes,
Oh,
he
he can't
can.
die?
This is directed
Oh.
by J.C. Chander, who also directed a movie called Most Violent Year. I don't know if you saw that.
Heard of it.
All Is Lost with Robert Redford, where he's on the boat. And another movie, Triple Frontier, that came out on Netflix a couple of years ago. I believe that had that was a pretty good one. I forget exactly who was in that. Ben Affleck, I think, was in that.
Affleck.
Yeah.
A lot of action though, Mike?
Not bad.
Yeah, and this? Oh, yeah.
They also have like the 8-minute prologue online.
Yes.
You can watch the first 8 minutes of this movie.
I still can't believe that's that kid.
I don't really even know. I didn't even know this movie was really even existed until like a couple weeks ago.
No, I seen a bunch of commercials on it. I mean, previews. I'm sorry.
It's good. There's some cool people with like, their powers. Like Rhino is in this.
I do know this is the sixth,
from Spider-Man Rhino?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
This is the sixth film in Sony's like Spider-Man universe. So it's not actually part of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
There is no post-credit scene. Now, are we going to talk about that new Venom?
Sure we can.
Okay.
I also got so what's this one about? What's Kraven about?
So his father is a hunter. He becomes a hunter. The way he gets his power is, well, the lion bites him, I guess, something like that. I will admit, I kind of dozed off a little bit myself.
Is it a magic lion?
Something with the blood.
So his blood just went with the lions and
something like that.
No, in real life, all that happens is you get hepatitis and then you're weaker.
Uh-huh.
It's like that fucking lion gave me an infection.
Oh, yeah, that guy's like a hypnotist.
The six of us, and only one of you.
There's 6 of you now.
Damn, Mike. Oh, they showed us those. Oh, dude.
The woman helping him, her character is Calypso.
So is he like he's going after Russell Crowe as the villain?
Or is Russell Crowe his father?
He is a bad guy. He's a criminal. But no, the bad guy in this is Rhino. And this hypnotist dude.
Who's the Rhino, Mike?
I think the guy's British. He's been in a couple of things.
Where's Mr. Tagley?
Oh, you're standing in him.
Yeah. For a Marvel film, very violent.
Oh, you just figured that out now?
Come on, show Rhino. I know they show him once. Real quick. So he's basically a human with animal instincts.
Yeah, sure.
And strength.
That's Rhino. It was cool. It was cool.
It is really funny. I mean, I guess it's acting or whatever, but that guy, Aaron Taylor Johnson, like in the movies, like, I'm Kraven the Hunter. What do you know about me? But in real life, he's like, so I don't know if you know this, but I do things from time to time. He's like, he's really fucking like, he has that like Cockney British accent in real life. I always love when that type of shit happens.
So
I don't know.
know.
Big as fuck though.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just cut.
He's jacked, dude.
I don't know if you're prepared for the new Venom, but I did watch most of that. I did fall asleep towards the ending, so I probably need to rewatch it. But that has
we'll put that in here.
I think it has 2 post-credit scenes. That one was not great either. Who's the guy that plays Venom? Tom
Hardy.
Tom Hardy's got a weird accent.
I started watching it. I got about halfway through it.
Like in the 2 previous films, you don't really hear his British accent, but in this one you do a lot. He's not even trying to hide it.
It's kind of supposed to be like a Boston dude, right?
But Mike, you don't like DC. You don't like comic book dudes.
I'm not a fan of superhero films.
Yeah, no. Why did you even bother watching it?
Because it was I don't know. It was like randomly this week. I had nothing to do, so I put it on.
But I don't know. To be honest with you, like we really didn't need 3 Venom films.
Yeah. But this is supposed to be the last one.
Vince said the first one was amazing, and Vince knows what I love. but there was way too much goofing around, like stupid.
Yeah. Well,
scenes.
there is in this one.
I fucking hate that.
There's a scene where he's like, Venom touches a horse that becomes the horse, and they're running and flying, and it's all like, whoa! It's just fucking lame as hell.
No.
Yeah.
No. The only silliness that worked for me was in all of the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah.
He pulled it off magnificently.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. He pulled it off.
That's the thing. If you take a comedic actor and put him in a comedic role, like Ant-Man, Paul Rudd, then it works. Then it works.
Love Paul Rudd.
Then it works.
Yeah, I think Tom Hardy was weird casting for this.
See,
like it was
Tom
like
Hardy. See, Tom Hardy.
Really?
I loved him. He's just a tough guy.
Yeah.
You know,
He's small.
Huh?
He's small.
You know he is.
But
a
they
little
make
guy.
him look big.
But they make him look huge.
Like yeah, what was the wrestling movie?
Warrior,
the
the
Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah, the Warrior. He was great in that
MMA movie.
He was great in that, and he was great in
Legend. He was great in. But the Craze.
Yeah.
Yeah. He plays twins. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dual role.
Yeah, I hated him as Capone though.
Oh, that one. I'll never forget that one scene where he shit the bed.
Yeah.
That's the worst mob movie ever made.
It was.
I mean, I know it's not
wasn't
supposed to
even
be a mob movie, but the
was-
worst biography of anything ever made.
You know, I figured they'd show him showing some scenes. Of
I
what
just
he really
drove
did.
past Al Capone's grave today.
Did you?
Yeah, on the way here.
Yeah, right on Roosevelt there, right?
Yep.
Man, that one sucked.
That one sucked bad.
Don't watch Capone.
It
but
was horrible.
Don't watch the new Venom either.
So another one that you watched, I don't think Mia saw this yet, was Dirty Angels.
Oh yeah,
Eva Green, Maria Baklava,
This is
and
the one
Ruby
that you
Rose.
said- This is the one where Ruby Rose is one of the hottest in her whatever. But I think Ruby Rose is hot.
Yeah.
For
this one kind of got to me because I'm sure it's based on something that really happened, loosely based. Let's put it that way. But I think there is so much that has gone on in Afghanistan and the Middle East with the American military that we still don't know about. And this one is kind of like something that's been undisclosed, but is now being brought out in the open of the real terrors of what's going on there.
Well, it's such a political movie, man. Where Vietnam was all about heroin, man. They had to have that white horse and that hair on, man. They made a big look at that movie with my guy, the good looking black guy.
I don't know.
Denzel Washington. When he was the biggest heroin
American Gangster.
American Gangster with Russell Crowe. Dude, that movie was magnificent.
That was a real guy. That was a real gangster.
Yeah, it was a real gangster, yeah.
Yes. So this one was released December 13th of this year, just a couple days ago. It's about an hour and 44 minutes, and it was directed by Martin Campbell, who also directed like No Escape from 1994. You know that Ray Liotta movie?
Yeah.
He did Goldeneye, The Mask of Zorro, Legend of Zorro, Vertical Limit, Casino Royale, Edge of Darkness, and Green Lantern. Not Green Lantern, not good, but the rest of those are good.
But yeah, good action.
I didn't like any of those movies.
Plenty of action in this one.
But I do love war movies.
These women are badass with their knives.
So it's all women, Mike?
Let's check out
The team, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, hello?
Eva Green.
Nothing like a woman with tattoos.
You get to see all of Eva Green in Sin City Part 2.
Mike's naked?
Every movie she's in.
Sin City
Even
Part
the kids'
2.
movies she's in, she's naked.
Yeah.
Not in this one.
Damn, did he just throw a rock at her,
Dude, they
Mikey?
stone her. Old school stoning.
Fuck.
We leave for DC in an hour. ISIS abducted girls from a school in Afghanistan. We need you to lead a new team. This rescue mission's the only hope these girls have. We're going in as an international relief.
Eva Green, I was saying she's like so hot, but she also kind of scares me a little bit. That's like she's like she gives me a fear boner.
Well, I was gonna say Sin City, A Dame to Die For, the sequel. You get to see all of
Oh,
her.
yeah. She was naked.
It's also funny because she's a French woman, so I know she would probably want nothing to do with an American like me. She's like, oh, Deux, get away from me.
Sacre bleu. Maria Bakalova's in this.
No one in the world seems to notice there's a civil war here.
She was great in that Borat sequel.
Oh yeah, she's been great in everything she's been in.
See, these dudes always got to blow up everything, Mike. Nothing's bullets or knives anymore. They gotta blow you up.
She plays who was it? Ivanka Trump in The Apprentice.
Oh, okay. Perfect casting.
Also, yeah, Bodies. She was really good in.
Still yet to see that.
Oh, Ruby Rose. What is it about her?
Oh, that's a crazy scene. Great ending to this.
One good thing about Red 1 is it does have a really cool fight scene inside.
Yeah.
Like there's a
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah, I seen Red 1.
That was a really cool fight scene inside the car.
Did you ever watch
with Logan Marshall Green, if you know him?
Did you ever watch
He's
the
in there,
Extraction
yeah.
movies?
You'd probably recognize him.
With the guy that plays Thor?
Yeah.
Oh, I love those movies, man.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extraction and
Extraction 2.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Mike? Those Extraction movies?
No, but I know Chris Thor.
Yeah.
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 Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth, yeah.
Those were good. You know,
I
another
like
one?
them. I enjoyed them. Your aunt and I watched them.
Yeah.
And I was shocked she liked them.
Yeah.
She doesn't like that,
They're kind of like that
shit.
realistic CIA type shit or whatever.
The only
Black
reason,
Ops.
Mike, the only reason why she watches is because she loves Chris Hemsworth. She loves Thor.
Oh yeah,
Thor and what's the guy's name, Mikey, from Yellowstone? The head guy with the cowboy guy.
Kevin Costner.
No, well him too, but the tough guy.
Rip.
Yeah.
Cole Hauser.
Rip.
Cole Hauser.
Son of Wings Hauser.
Wings.
All right. Well, I think this is the one that was released most recently that we have on this list here is Carry On. This is our last film here we got.
I do want to watch this.
It's a Netflix film.
Never heard of it.
It was just released, December 13th on Friday. It's a 2-hour movie. It's directed by Jamie Colette Sarah, who directed House of Wax,
Yes.
Orphan,
Yeah.
Unknown,
Really?
Nonstop, Run All Night, basically
Yeah.
all those the recent
Wow.
Liam Neeson movies.
Wow.
When he first started out, he did more horror.
Yeah.
And he's either Spanish or Mexican.
Yeah, I think
Sammy,
he's-
is this
It's Taron Egerton.
no,
Edgerton?
I thought it was. Oh God.
Jason Bateman's in
Yeah.
this.
Jason
no,
Bateman,
not Jason
yeah.
Bateman. Oh God. What's
Theo
the other guy's-
Rossi is also in this. He plays a great creep like he does in every movie.
I thought it was Ben Affleck's best friend. What's that kid's name?
You know what? I'm sorry.
Matt Damon.
It's not Red 1 that
Matt
had
Damon. Matt Damon. Yeah.
It's not Red 1 that had the awesome car scene in it. It was this one that has a cool fight scene in it. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see
Logan
this
Marshall
one.
Green. You might see him in a minute. Dean Norris is in this.
Oh.
He put on a little bit of weight too.
What's the dealio, Sammy?
This is basically about there's like this TIA or TSA agent Taron Egerton who was basically he gets like an earpiece in the mail that has like Jason Bateman is on the other end and he's telling him like, yo, we know everything about your life, like you are gonna let this guy who's carrying this package in, and it turns out like it's like a biological weapon.
Ooh.
So like Jason Bateman is like a terrorist in this movie.
Excuse me. This isn't mine.
Oh, does she look magnificent?
So yeah, it's like his whole thing, like basically it becomes like another one of those like cat and mouse things where they're fucking with each other, and it's kind of like a phone booth type movie
Okay.
too. You
Okay.
know?
Here's why I'm cautious about this. Jason Bateman, comedic actor. He is not believable to me as a villain.
I don't know, but he was good and he's been great in serious shit like Ozark.
Yeah, but I like Jason
Amazing.
Bateman,
Have you
man.
yet to
Jason
watch it?
Bateman is the man.
He actually has been in a lot of serious roles.
Has he?
Last 10 years or so, yeah.
One of his greatest movies was what was that one where he had the little boy that could spell really well?
Bad Words.
Bad Words. That movie, I can watch it 100 times and laugh. Anthony showed me that.
I thought he was great in you ever see that other movie with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost called Paul?
Yeah.
He plays like the FBI, like the CIA agent,
The Alien
or,
Paul?
like the
Alien movie Paul?
Yeah.
Never seen it. Was it any good?
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. Bleh.
See, why do you hate Seth Rogen, dude?
Well, it's like a Shaun of the
Listen
Dead type
to his
movie.
fucking
Yeah.
voice.
I love his laugh.
No thanks.
This is another one again. Entertaining. It's kind of like, phone booth, I would say.
Okay.
It's kind of like, just you're always kind of on the edge of your seat.
Oh, so he meets him right away. It's not like he never sees him.
About
Okay.
halfway through the movie, yeah.
Sit right back down. You leave that post, there's going to be consequences.
We gotta go. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, so this is a Christmas movie. There's a bunch of Christmas music in it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, that scene.
This airport dies.
You think you can take control?
How scary is that, though, Sammy?
Huh.
A little tube, Mike, has a virus
Biological
in
weapon.
it.
I guess I woke up.
Dude.
Yeah, this does have a little bit of a cheesiness to it.
So who
here and there.
who has the vial?
It's in a suitcase.
And
that, like
on a plane?
yeah, it's like a big thing. Yeah, but it's
Oh,
like
it's like
it's in the whole movie takes place in the airport basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, after a while, like Taron Egerton like kind of gets the upper hand and he's trying to prevent the bomb from going off again.
He looks a little like Keith Ledger.
A
A little bit. He kind of reminds me of him.
He was good in what was that movie? Kingsman?
Yeah.
1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that dude.
Yeah.
Not good in that fucking Rocket Man movie. Oh,
Oh,
John,
yeah, I
that
saw
was,
Rocket Man.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I think bad choice of casting for Elton.
Yeah.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
I don't know. So yeah, that's just about all we got for this episode.
Yeah.
We are caught up.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
about 2 hours, yeah.
So
2 hours.
it's December. So Merry Krampus. Happy Krampusnacht.
Merry
I'll
Christmas.
say Merry Christmas, Happy
Happy New Year.
Holidays,
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year, all that jazz.
Yep.
Thank you for listening, subscribing, downloading,
Thank you.
streaming.
Thank you.
Don't forget, we are on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Go on YouTube, like and subscribe, and drop us an email. Sam, what's the email?
Big fat cock at fuck yourself. I don't know.
2024 can go fuck
Hey,
itself.
Hey dudes, because I know all three of us know her. Can I give a shout out to my girl?
No.
Yeah, my best friend in the world, Kate. It's her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday,
Kate. Happy birthday,
Kate. Yep, 16.
Thanks for listening, folks. It's the end of 2024. Hopefully 2025. We got some great episodes coming.
Yes, sir.
Definitely more themed episodes. We're going to get some ideas together and
Working on 'em.
We'll do 2025 right with some justice. So thank you to all the fans, everything. We see you at work. We see you everywhere. We hear from you. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you later.
Later.
Last 3 Rows of Horror podcast.
Bye.